Okay, and we're recording right now.
Welcome, children of the net, to a very special Let's Play episode of us playing a game.
Yes, it's definitely not Katawa Shoujo. Where the heck is it?
Yes, so we've been taking a break this week from Katawa Shoujo to play a little bit of this demo, which is a demo. Lovely Little Thieves, which is a visual novel that was made. Oh, it's been currently made. It's actually currently a Kickstarter as we speak right now. A project directed by JesuOtaku, which you might know her as some sort of a living legend when it comes to anime reviews. You know, JesuOtaku of Channel Awesome fame, which has recently retired from making video reviews, and she's currently working at Anime News Network as an editor-in-chief, I believe. So this is one of their side projects, Lovely Little Thieves, a visual novel all about choices, choices and more choices, which is probably the only recognizable gameplay element of every single visual novel ever made. You know, they are basically an evolution of a video gaming evolution of the classic choose your own adventure formula. But most modern visual novels tend to forget that and having as little choices as possible and just tons upon tons of text that goes nowhere. In this demo, which is about 3 hours long, hour more or hour less, there are at least 40 choices according to what JesuOtaku told us. So let's pretend I haven't played it before, and just let's pretend we're going into this completely blind, that I have no idea what to expect.
Well, I'm blind, that's for sure.
Yes.
And don't do that typical thing you do, Madhog, where you kinda foreshadow it or hint it really not so subtly.
Honestly, those big glowing red eyes partially blurred to the background of this creepy house, I think they count as enough foreshadowing for one title screen, don't you think?
Yeah, actually you're probably right there.
So let's get started. This is Lovely Little Thieves.
Greetings, young traveler. This is a free work in progress. Oh, it's just the usual thing. Blah blah, revision before the final version, most background and music. Enjoy the story.
Alright.
I'm cold.
Do you need a blanket or something?
It's so cold here. Put the heater on then. There's a rumble rolling through my bones. I should have put this text speed up, shouldn't I? It's coming from somewhere, deep beneath me. Wait, beneath me? Where is that? Down? Am I standing? Am I floating? On my back?
Is this the ending of Evangelion? No, it's except in reverse, because this is the beginning.
I can't feel anything except the freezing cold and the aching rumble. But where is it coming from? I don't even know whether this is a guy or a girl, to be honest.
It's a girl. It's the main character.
Where am I?
There you are.
Have I been here before?
Oh, don't be scared. You're just in the middle of an eternal void of darkness. Nothing to be scared of.
I don't remember. No, I can't remember anything at all. Who am I?
I hope you're not the maiden from Amnesia, the Maiden of the Dusk.
Dawn? Dawn?
No,
is that my name?
Wait, so she's not the Maiden of the Dusk, she's the Maiden of Dawn. Because their name is Dawn.
Of course. It seems familiar. Should this place be familiar too? Yeah, it's where everyone goes. It's called a nightclub.
You could say this is the dawn of a new story.
No, this icy, trembling feeling is all wrong. My name is Dawn, but I don't belong here.
You belong in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to make that joke.
Well, I made it there for you, so you can die in peace. Be happy.
Which way is out? Stage left, as Sylvester would say. Oh wait, no, I meant... never mind.
Never mind, indeed.
Maybe if I reach up, it seems warmer above me. I just need to get away from this horrible from. Oh, she opened her eyes again. It's no use. I can't move.
It's no use!
It takes every bit of strength I have just to open my eyes, and there's nothing for my feet to even push against.
Well.
By looks like someone's trying to talk to her. Hey, Dawn. Hey, see what's coming? Who is that? I can't see anyone. It's pitch dark, and the more I open my eyes, the more that rumbling terror holds me down, freezes my insides, and works its way towards my heart.
Well, once the options become available, the first thing you need to do is to speed up the text a little bit.
Yeah, my heart, it's beating more slowly now. And slower still.
You're in love!
No, we're not!
Oh, I missed that one.
I have to fight this, but I can't move, and it's so hard to think. Wait, who was that voice?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a guy reading the text.
Are you still there? Can you hear me? No, because you don't want any voice acting. Please, save me.
I can't wake up, no, da, da, da. I can't wake up, no, 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 save me, da, 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 da. It reminds me of a certain Evanescence song. That's the joke I'm trying to convey here.
You see that, Dawn? Your greatest enemy is on the horizon.
Oh yeah, the blinding white screen. That's my worst nemesis.
If we don't hurry, he'll catch us. I know. He was down there too. Heat and stillness cloud through me, and the terrible rumbling quiets. But it isn't gone. I still feel little echoes of it, beating in my chest. Is this the Poets of the Fall song?
Probably.
Now I understand. Dawn? I have been down in that awful place before. It was before I had a memory, and before I had a name.
Huh. I wonder if the twist is that she's actually dead and everything is a figment of her imagination.
The enemy wasn't anywhere beneath me. No, he was inside of me all along.
It's the evil within! Boo.
And he's still there. Yeah, because everyone's still let's playing the heck out of that game. He said, there is no way out.
Yeah, that pay-per-view has long ceased to exist. No way out, get it? Wrestling jokes!
Whoa, and suddenly
hey
we're here.
Hey there, Red-Haired Freddy.
Okay, let's see about quickening the text. Okay, we need settings.
The quickening.
Yes, let's put the text speed up to half, I would say.
Okay, let's see. It should be better now.
You be Russell.
Yes, I would, but unfortunately the text it's too small and too blurry for me to read.
Dang. Alright, I'll do it. You doing alright there, kiddo? Yeah, I'm fine. You sure? You were shivering in your sleep. Bad dreams? Oh, I bet it's the damn AC. Sorry, kid. I'll turn it down. That's right. This is Russell. He's captain of our university football team.
Of course he is.
And he has to be driving as well. Jeez, this doesn't remind me of anything.
Doom, doom, doom. If this isn't the Mystery Machine, I'd be very disappointed.
we were going to take a trip together, weren't we?
Yes, we're going down in Texas. Get it? Texas. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
How could I forget? After all, we've been dating for a month now. Of course you'll be dating.
Then why is he talking to you as if you were her little sister? Hey kiddo. like talking at that. That's a bit creepy if you ask me. Also, Devar, will you stop molesting the
steering wheel?
The steering wheel, please. with the cursor of the mouse.
I'm sorry, I'll poke his nose instead.
I hope people watching this video will be actually able to see the mouse's cursor. Otherwise, this will look very silly.
I have no idea. It depends whether the game actually shows it.
Anyway, let's continue on.
Okay.
Since the text is so utterly blurry on my end, you'll have to do every character's voice, and there are a lot of characters.
Oh, don't worry, I'm used to it. I used to do it a lot back in the days when I was playing Final Fantasy. I voiced the characters myself.
Yeah, I'm a bit irked about that because I was looking forward to do Jay's voice. You'll see him later on.
All right. If I use, should I use Manicam to basically make it smaller for you? So then you can see the text, maybe? Or do you want to see the pictures as well?
You see, the text is very, very small, unfortunately, so I don't think anything will improve that.
Alright, I wonder if there's a way to make it bigger, the text. Nope, by the looks of it, there isn't a way. Sorry about that.
Oh, bummer.
The van bounces up and down roughly over the backwoods country road. Woof! The shocks on this thing need to be replaced. We're gonna be pretty sore when we finally get to the motel.
Of course you're going to a motel.
Who wouldn't go to a motel?
Well, it's as if they're listing every single horror movie cliche out of a figurative checklist. Let's see, jock at the drive, check. Main character being innocent girlfriend, check. Going to a motel, check. For spring break, we will check that later.
Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, this ride is really rumbly. Wait.
It's a Royal Drive rumble.
Wait, rumbly? She's not very happy about that. Ugh.
She doesn't look impressed.
What were you dreaming about? You looked upset. Inappropriate joke here. Okay, moving on.
Why is it inappropriate? Did I miss something?
No, I just said add inappropriate joke here.
Oh.
I reach out and flip down the shutter on the air conditioning thingy. Air conditioning thingy?
Yes, she has trouble remembering anything at all once she wakes up from her nightmares.
Okay, that sounds like me on a normal day. No, more cold air like ever. I don't remember. That was a lie. I'm just embarrassed. No more falling asleep in the van, that's for sure. Oh, okay.
I'm driving.
No. Put that... You will put that face away, mister.
Yes, you're my girlfriend, huh? We're going to a motel, giggity.
Oh yeah,
You know what? You should have this guy sound like Johnny Bravo.
Ho ho ho! Yeah, baby. We're so gonna go to the motel and make ourselves a hot mug of cookies in a mug. Ho ho ho!
Yes, my totally cool hairstyle would like to exclaim that point.
Whoa! Spring break!
Whoa! Spring break! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh.
I am literally taking off my clothes and swirling them at the air in celebration of spring break.
Oh mama, just 2 more days of hellacious driving and then bam, Florida.
And then we shall dance naked at the beach while close camera shots take a good look at women's breasts and dubstep plays in the background, and suddenly 4 four girls on the run will start texting to their parents, telling them about they learn about friendship and drug abuse, and basically the entire plot of Spring Breakers. There, I packaged the entire necessary reference all into one sentence, so we don't have to repeat this again.
Oh, with a nice bow on top. Okay.
Yeah, that was implied.
My eyes settle on the air freshener dangling from the rear view mirror as I sit up, rubbing on my stiff neck. It's some kind of school emblem. For a halting second, I can't remember the school. No, wait. I do remember. That's right. We're on spring break now. We both go to Yuri? So you both are lesbians going to Yuri. Okay.
No, read the next sentence.
Wait, Yuri? That's not right. That's like a Russian person's name or something.
Did you see what JesuOtaku did here? How clever.
Why am I having so much trouble remembering things? That dream must have done a major number on me.
Honestly, if I were going to a whole lesbian school, I wouldn't forget it anytime soon.
Anyway, I'm from Rhode Island. We're from Rhode Island. So I guess we started driving earlier today. It's so weird that I couldn't remember this stuff.
Yes, I need to get away from the setting of Family Guy as soon as possible.
I'm not that big of an airhead. Well, as long as you don't say gods and, like ever, sort of thing, then we'll be fine.
We will have the Valley Girl stereotype covered in a bit.
Oh, God.
Like ABBA, like totally, I'm so, like, by the way, as long as you don't say Jeepers, we're cool.
Am I?
Everything's gonna be great once we get there, Mama. You'll see. Last year was amazing. Gonna party hardy once we get to Daytona. Daytona.
We gonna party hardy.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be partying with you. Just you. Last year was different, but
Wow. Russell's. Yeah.
Okay, I'm picturing this guy in my head having the last year's spring break celebration, trying to hit on several girls while wearing a black shirt and sunglasses, and his hair dyed in blonde.
Yeah.
Hey, Beba. I'm like, hey, Beba. Are you an angel? Are you an angel? Because I think because I think the sky has a vagina, or something like that. I don't know. Hey,
wow.
Wanna make out, baby?
Wow. Madhog seems really embarrassed. I mean, Russell seems really embarrassed. Does that mean things are starting to get serious between us? I'm not sure. Before I met Russell, I'd never had a boyfriend. Not that I remember, anyway. But who knows where my head's at right now? I hope my brain pops back on soon. At least I can feel my heart beating normally again. Oh, I think I can fix that. We just need to get the wires in your brain to connect back up and give it a jump start.
Maybe a kickstart. Huh?
Kickstart, folks?
So are you stoked yet or what?
Oh,
Alright, first choice of the game. What do we say? What are the choices, first of all? I cannot read anything through Skype.
Totally stoked, and I didn't know, and I don't know.
What do you feel it? It's you're playing, you decide.
I'll go with totally stoked.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's lie our teeth through this film.
Yeah, totally stoked. Can't wait to party big time. Sun up to sundown.
We gonna party hardy!
Ho 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 ho, yeah, Mama.
Please don't call me Mama.
Lying. She's obviously lying.
Perhaps I should have told the truth then. That felt weird to say. I've never done anything like this before.
Hey, first time for everything. I'm glad I can take you to experience something new. Giggity giggity giggity.
Wrong impression.
I'm trying to mix them.
Oh, like the time I tried to mix Jeff Goldblum with Porky Pig.
Yes.
Hopefully, unforgettable.
Yeah.
In a good way. Just good memories.
Yes. Yes, with that face, that is the face of trust.
Yep, I can so trust this man with my virginity any day.
We're going to be spending a lot of time in this van, so we better speed up a bit.
Yeah, I just don't want to seem like a total poser or getting off my head. I'm a pretty boring girl after all. I spent
with that outlook, you won't have to worry about looking like a poser. Believe me.
After all, I spent my whole freshman year of college studying my butt off, with my nose jammed in some book from one class to the next. I didn't go out partying at all this year. I didn't even make any new friends. Well, apart from Russell. Yeah, I'd like to know how you met with this guy, considering that you are two different people and such.
It is explained eventually.
And the one who set that up was... Huh? Who was it again? What is wrong with my brain?
I don't know. What's wrong with your hair?
Oh, her hair's quite nice.
Actually, yes, her hair is quite nice. But what's wrong with his hair? He looks like a cross between Justin Timberlake and Vanilla Ice. You know, I might have a feeling that this game is set in the 90s. That would explain the lack of cell phone usage later on when it's needed.
Don't worry about it. Everyone down there is a poser. Really, the goal is just to have fun. Ho, yeah, fun.
I heard it gets really intense on the beachfront. Hundreds of thousands of people out there partying.
You got a party hardy?
I want to try new things. I want to have fun for once in my life. But it's kind of scary too. As long as you don't try the scary stuff, then you'll be fine.
Yes, as long as you oh no, wait! I already made a Spring Breakers reference, so
you could always make a Shrooms reference.
I haven't seen that one. Oh, I got it. As long as you don't, you don't go in Florida, accompanied by Homer Simpson, you'll be fine. You might end up accidentally killing the local alligator mascot and then as escapee from the law and trapped inside a diner like pumpkins and meditating the possibility of having your children married with each other. And then you end up trapped in, captured by a local police force and then
that sounds a bit elongated for a reference.
Waiters in a local party for rich people, and then it turns out the alligator you thought you killed was actually still alive. So all your crimes are forgiven as long as you come back in Florida ever again. So Spring Break will always be ruined for you, forever.
You said the entire Simpsons episode.
I know.
Why?
That's a personal reason of pride.
Well, don't worry about it. I'll keep an eye out for you and make sure no alligators are run over by me. And
Spring Break!
And make sure the whole experience is just as safe as it is fun. Oh yeah, lots of fun for me.
Oh, he's actually quite a good guy.
Yeah, I'm just joking. Thanks, I trust you, and I really am excited.
And suddenly Shaggy appears out of thin air. That's normal, right?
Zoinks, you two! JFI!
Well, I think we might actually be in the movie Shrooms, or at least somebody might have been doing shrooms. maybe it's us, because maybe it's the main character, actually.
Yeah. Russell jolted a little in his seat at the interruption.
Oh no! It's a ghost Shaggy from another alternative timeline. I was totally not expecting that. Oh no! Now I'm having an accident with my car and we all died, and then we return as ghosts, telling each other's campfire tales, 3 of them, until we realize we're all actually dead in the accident, and that's the end of the film. I can go on all night with these random references.
Yeah, maybe you should stop while you're ahead, otherwise you might be boring people with that.
Me? Boring people? Never!
Anyway, I was gonna say, lovely hair on this guy's head. Alright, we weren't taking this trip alone, were we? There was also
3 question marks! We meet again.
I've never seen him this adorable, Dawn. You should take him down while he's been all cute and docile, and he'll be like your lapdog.
You should even sound like Shaggy.
And he'll be like your lapdog forever. Zoinks!
I ghost.
God, what the hell, Randy?
Randy. Not the name I was expecting. I was expecting this guy to be named, pardon me.
Pardon me? Wow, that's a name.
No, something along the lines of Eddie or
Trevor.
Ralph. Travis, but Randy, I don't know, it doesn't look like a Randy to me.
What? Amazons did that, right? Wasn't that an Amazon thing? Okay, he's the fool.
Yes, he's the goof off, definitely.
I think that's a Randy. I think it's a Randy thing. And feel free not to share your weird fetishes with my girlfriend. I want her to not hate me for bringing you along. Ho ho ho.
You know, that's okay. Of course, the goof off would be the best friend of the jocks. Which is interesting because I don't think in real life this kind of relationship would actually work in any way possible. Just how did these two actually become friends to begin with?
I know what you mean. Okay, Randy was Russell's best friend and had been since childhood. He talked about him a lot when we ate lunch together on campus, but I never met the guy. All I knew about Randy was he was funny sometimes. Hey, just like me and you.
Moving on.
Russell would describe something Randy had done or said, laugh, but then get this far off, vaguely exhausted look on his face.
You mean like the one he has right now? Attention duelists, my hair is not amused right now.
But carpooling and splitting the hotel cost is ultimately cheaper, and the more the merrier on the road trip, right? Especially for spring break.
Spring break forever.
Still, it was weird to just now remember that Randy was even back there. He's not exactly little or quiet.
I would say, if it's not exactly the only one, too.
Yeah. So he's a little uncouth, but he seemed like a nice enough guy. And
A little uncouth? Who are you, Rarity?
But he seemed like a nice enough guy, and he packed light. So,
okay, so let me get this. So he's like a Shaggy-like individual with but he's sporting heavy metal hair, and he's dressed like a lumberjack for some reason. What kind of an archetype is he supposed to be?
Maybe just threw anything on from his lumberjack job.
Oh, I'm a lumberjack, and I'm so totally not okay, man. I think I need help.
So I can put up with some awkward jokes along the way. After all, my best friend's pretty rowdy too. She is
Roddy Piper.
My blood ran cold. I still couldn't remember her name. She introduced me in Russell. Why couldn't I remember?
Shouldn't you be wearing your seatbelt?
Car safety first.
Oh, it's broken. My dad's van is like older than my dad. Don't worry if you sail this heap off the mountainside. I'll fly out the windshield first and break everyone's fall. I can't do Shaggy, sadly.
I'll take your word for it, Randy.
What does JFA mean?
I don't think I want to know.
Randy barked up half a cackle before catching himself mid-guffaw at a stink eye from Russell.
That you can clearly see from the back of his head, apparently.
And look, he's acting like a 10-year-old now. He quickly pressed his tongue to his teeth and hissed out his unfinished laugh before restraining himself to a Goonie knowing look. So he was one of the Goonies.
That makes so much sense.
It reminded me of the look a little boy gave me in grade school once before whispering poop into my ear and running away. I didn't understand what was so funny then either. And oh my god, Lord, I just looked at Randy's face.
You know what? I don't think I need to know what that acronym means.
I don't want to know either. So I still don't know what Randy means by JFA, but Well, I have a vague idea. And no one was impressed, including us.
And that's the birth of the LOL frenzy.
You're a lucky dude, Russell. She's like a little baby chick that's been hatched from the heavens and foolishly placed in your clumsy man hands.
That is the... What a weird things to say.
By the way, Russell, can you give me your fingers? I heard they were finger-licking good.
That was unnecessary.
Daytona's gonna be a riot with this little angel reminding you to say your prayers every night before bed. I'm not that innocent.
Are you?
And you don't have to make fun of me.
I am so totally not amused by that.
Sorry, no offense, man, honestly. You do know innocence not a bad thing to be, right? I get told that a lot, actually. And then other men tell me I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like Randy, and there's plenty of non-degenerate fun to be had in Florida. Man, if you were listening to me earlier and not just waiting around to crack jokes...
I was wrong. This isn't set in the 90s, this is set in the 50s, apparently, judging by this guy's attitude. Also, by the freaking stereotypical jokes vest is wearing.
Yeah.
So there's the typical high school jock sweater. It even has, I kid you not, it has the initials of the school woven on the surface of the sweater. It's that kind of... It's ridiculous. Nobody in real life wears a jacket like that.
If only. Oh, I was listening, and I don't expect you to appreciate my high-born Hyoma. Hyoma? I'm sure that's a name of someone.
Honestly, right now I cannot appreciate your... I really not appreciate your lumberjack outfit.
Randy half burped but then swallowed it. Russell smiled but tried to pretend he hadn't.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. He burped.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You missed my amazing joke from earlier because you were asleep, Dawn. Oh? Yeah, see?
No,
God. I don't want to see. Actually, I don't want to hear this joke. But then again, he's probably saying, yeah, see, because he knows we're reading this text, not hearing it. Randy gestured at the windshield, as in he's going to shove your head right through it and out the window and run you over with the car.
Actually, that's something the next character will be introduced to is more likely to do.
Once again, I was lost. See, your greatest enemy is on the horizon. I felt an ice water chill rush through my veins and still my heartbeat. If we don't hurry, he'll catch us. Gotta reach that hotel before dusk falls. Yeah, man, gotta get those sandwiches.
That was actually the joke.
Really? Dusk? He was pointing towards the sunset ahead as we drove westward and the day faded down the road before us? See? It's funny. Because your name is Dawn.
Yes, this joke is very funny, isn't it? You know what my favorite part of this joke was?
What was it?
The end. Just go die in some bit of loneliness, Randy.
I'm hilarious. You are
If you say so.
high. Even Randy sounded embarrassed by the awful joke, but it put a smile on my face to mirror Russell's. That nightmare still had me on edge. It was comforting to realize that it didn't mean anything after all. You know, you and Russell really do make the perfect joke together. Russell Dawn.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Wait! That's not what I meant. Let me see. Oh, what do I mean? Even if you look, I don't know who's more scatterbrained, Dawn or him.
Dawn as an actual condition, so she's kind of as an excuse. This guy is just an alcoholic.
I guess I'm just proud of him for picking a good gal for once. It seems like you're the glimmering sunrise to my little Rhode Island red.
Get it? Because your name is Dawn. Oh.
Hey!
With you in his life, he finally has something to crow about. You wouldn't believe the kind of girls this cocky bastard would go after in high school that one time.
You're touching a delicate subject.
I can't imagine Shaggy saying cocky bastard.
I can, and I love it.
Oh yeah, may the voice actor of Shaggy Rogers rest his peace, bless his soul.
Thank you for that.
This one time...
Enough, Randy! Shut up! Can't you just shut up for once?
I guess Johnny Bravo is not playing around anymore.
Yeah, Johnny Quagmire's not happy.
Johnny Quagmire! Quest. Let's just call him Justin.
Russell's burst of anger came out of nowhere. I shifted uncomfortably in my seat. He may have been yelling at Randy, but he was looking at me. He seemed embarrassed, maybe sad. I wasn't sure. Methinks Russell does not want his past escapades to ruin his current relationship.
That is comprehensible, understandable. That is understandable. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean nothing by it, man. I'm sorry, okay?
I'll buy you a giant sandwich
with cheese and steak and 5,000 other kinds of whatever's in the fridge. Russell breathed out sharply through his nose, but didn't respond. He just kept his eyes on the road. I guess he didn't know what to say.
Honestly, judging by the way he's been driving, he's playing Desert Bus with the road.
Should I say something instead? Travel plans, lighten the mood.
What do you think is the best option, Devar? I tried in the game when I played. I tried already you asking for traveling plans, so I didn't see what the other option would be. I'm not trying to cohort your gaming experience to my liking in any way possible.
Yeah, it's not like what you did with Katawa Sojo now, is it? Okay.
That comparison is completely unfair.
Okay, you know what, I'll try and lighten the mood.
Just
be different.
And roll with it. Or just roll with it, as Shannon would say it.
You two are adorable, JFI.
You don't even know what that means.
Randy burst into laughter, rocking back and forth in his seat and rattling the back of Russell's with unbridled glee.
I can picture that in my mind quite vividly.
Russell just shook his head. Oh, he wasn't impressed.
What have you done? You're making my face go all wacky. We don't have the budget for that.
Well, there you go. You've done it. You corrupted my girlfriend. I hope you're real damn proud of yourself.
I think that worked, though.
I am giddy. I'm going giddy up and giddy down in my seat for the rest of the drive.
Please don't. That will be very annoying.
Yeah, you do that. But quit jiggling my seat, man. I gotta drive.
Yes, I gotta play Desert Bus.
I smiled. That's right. Nothing to worry about after all.
Gotta drive for 8 hours to point A to point B and return to get 2 points in total.
Hey, why don't we flip on the radio or something? It should at least help keep you awake for the last stretch of the night before we reach civilization again. And then lullaby music plays.
I don't know. I never played Civilization. I'm not hyped for the next sequel.
Believe me, I'd love to, but I think the antenna's busted on your dad's van.
Ah, dad's vans. Am I right?
Yep. What's gonna happen next? Is the engine gonna go out inexplicably in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
It is? Huh, that's new.
Whoops. It's like they're pointing out everything. On the table, like a big horror buffet.
The tape deck should still work enough though. Got any cassettes?
Cassettes? What is this black magic you speak of, Randy?
Okay, this confirms it. This confirms it. It's the 90's.
Yeah, it definitely is the 90's.
Also, I should have gathered that already by the way they are dressed.
Just the one. You know the one, so maybe not that one.
What was it? A mixtape full of romance songs? That one?
Oh no, I get it. It's the remix tape he made to impress his former girlfriend, who happened to be Envy from Scott Pilgrim. but she dumped him unceremoniously, and she broke his heart, and then he briefly turned into Michael Cera. And have a glorious adventure and a glorious film in 2012 2010. Yes.
Yeah, maybe not that one. I've got some in my bag in the trunk. Warrant 38 special sticks. I heard a groan from somewhere just behind my head. Huh?
What's that groan? What's going on? What's going on?
Someone groaned.
There are other presences in this van?
Oh, I got some new tracks recently. You're cool with Poison?
Poison?
Poison? You mean Poison from Final Fight was a singer?
No, Poison the band.
Yes, I know. I was trying to make a joke.
Poison. I will throw myself under the van.
Ah, this lovely character is a guy you learn to despise in a matter of seconds.
This new voice on the heels of the groan I heard earlier was both.
Also,
yeah.
Also, who are you? What's happening here? Are we being is the van being possessed by ghosts?
Also, apparently the van lets people phase into existence.
I think the fading into existence part is supposed to be a metaphor for the main characters, the heroines' brain catching up with their actual surroundings, which is happening at a preoccupyingly slow pace. I think she might need brain surgery at this point.
Yeah, 43 minutes. I think I'd be worried about that.
I'll say.
This new voice on the heels of the groan I heard earlier was both familiar and shocking to me all at once. I know who the
What's with the hat?
What's with the hair? Oh, it's the oh gosh, he's dressed like the kid from the Future Diaries. I don't like him already. Also, is he playing some sort of
Game
is
and
he
Watch?
playing on the iPhone?
No, I think he's playing Game and Watch.
Is it a Game and Watch?
I would assume so, because
from here it looked like an iPhone, but that would make it absolutely impossible. It's with the time period, with the supposed time period that everything else seems to suggest.
I knew who the voice belonged to, but it bothered me that I hadn't realized until this very moment he was in the car with us. That was Colin, and of course, Colin. What a name!
It's a name.
Colin. I know.
It's a name that exists, Colin.
Colin would be here because... Huh? Why was that again? Come on, have some fucking decency. Nobody wants to listen to Poison.
Oh, you're a poser, aren't you? I mean...
Yeah, poser? Hipster? Me? I was an hipster before being a hipster was a thing. Oh yeah, the hipsterception. We have a hipsterception right here.
Not a fan of the metal, huh? What do you listen to, Colin? Devo. Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode. Talking...
Somehow I knew you were into 90's grunge music. I knew it. It was splattered all over your pretentious air of superiority compared to other musical genres.
Talking Heads, maybe. You know, just music. Hey, music.
What a freaking... You know, what a freaking hey-hole.
I know. It's been bad enough sitting cheek to cheek with you for 8 hours, so for the love of all that is holy on God's own terror, don't even think about stinking it up this cabin with your goddamn hair cheese.
Wow.
Wow. This guy has a vocabulary on him. And a mouth.
Yes, and he uses it to feel and he uses it to belittle other people because he's overcompensating for his own stature. Classic.
Oh, take a pill, little dude. I've been trying to stay out of your business, but space is limited with free to a seat.
Little dude. Oh, he looks pissed.
Yes, he looks like he's going to punch this van out of existence.
Punch, or I think the most this guy can do is lightly slapping on the shoulder.
I mean,
this the teacher to call me little.
Oh come on, he's got the fingerless gloves. That isn't considered hipster until like modern day. Was it hipster now? Oh, I mean, was it hipster then?
Yes, but have you seen the hat?
Yes, I know the hat.
And have you seen the t-shirt?
Bite me.
Just wow. And have you seen the shorts? The Hawaiian shorts. What kind of a dress code is that? it's like saying, "Hey guys, I'm wearing what are the kitschest dress codes from the 90's I can plaster on myself today."
So I'll be ready for anything.
He looks like one of those hackers that were techno nerd types that were so romanticized in that era by other nerds.
Yeah. Colin stiffened at the word little and even bothered to look up from his game for a moment. I swear his pupils had narrowed like he was a bucket-hatted alley cat. Well, his hat is a bucket.
Look at the... Colin, smash! Look at that face. He looks like a pouty baby. Looks like a baby if you take away his toy. It's like...
Okay, this is gonna be his voice. I wasn't talking about facial cheeks, but that hardly matters enough. You're perpetually toxic, you opinionaire.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I have a hard time understanding him as well.
Colin's attention had already drifted back down to his game, but his mouth kept moving at the same irritable rhythm as his thumbs. What you do? What, you don't speak plain English? Then allow me to rephrase. It's bad enough that I'm strapped into a free seer with your titanic backside, and it's bad enough that I have to hear your mouth flap out blissfully inanity all day. I don't need the musical ambience in the van to match the odor.
Can I set this kid on fire, please?
Oh, with pleasure.
Who invited this kid?
I don't think Randy understood Colin's insult any better than I did. Believe me, I don't think that's even an insult. Well, it did kind of stink when Randy spoke. Was that what he meant? Seriously, Dawn, turn the AC back on. Randy's other favorite poison is gagging me out.
I should, judging by the color of his nose, I'd say he's been drinking.
I had been wondering why Randy's breath burned my nose a little. I guess that means it was alcohol.
And the whole time he's being basically ventilating his breath on the back of the neck of the driver. So we could have, they could have died by an accident because of the intoxication this whole time. Yes, please turn back the AC.
So that meant Colin had been breathing in booze stench for the last few hours while I've been sleeping peacefully. I guess I'd be a little grumpy in his position too. A little grumpy?
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. It overpowered me.
Okay, he's obviously grumpy Smurf, this guy.
Seriously, how did a hunk of meat establish you even make it into a 4-year school? If Randy's anywhere to go by, I can just wipe my ass at my sadness and end up in Ivy League.
Why? Just go listen to Nirvana or something.
But not that grumpy. So far, Dawn, Randy, and Russell are the most likable characters.
Well, oh yes, out of 4 characters we met.
Yeah. I never...
Also, Russell. Russell does not look amused.
Yes,
in the slightest.
He obviously wants to chuck Colin out while they're driving.
My hair is going to take that Game and Watch and shove it down your throat.
I never spent much time with Colin.
I heard, and then Randy will say, "Well, I heard about Deep Throat, but this is ridiculous." or I should say, ridiculous, because it's the 90's.
I never spent much time with Colin in the past, but our few interactions hadn't been friendly ones. I got the feeling Russell and Randy weren't going to become friends with him either. Still,
I don't think nobody is going to be friends with him.
Then why is he here?
Oh, we're about to find out. Don't
Still,
worry.
He was coming with us on a spring break trip because...
You're bringing holy jumping Satan, it's human lumpy space princess.
And here I thought she was like Pinkie Pie's
we did Pinkie Pie a million times already.
Yes.
Her personality is more like lumpy space princess. Yes.
Coco, are you being mean to my friends? You better not.
Coco! Coco!
We'd rather have another bowl of Cocoa Pops.
Oh my god. No wonder he's grumpy. Oh. So of course he would have to be somebody's little brother.
He was my best friend's little brother.
Yep-a-rooney.
Danielle. Well, Danny. It was all coming back to me now.
Finally, it's been what, an hour already?
You woke me up, you little butthead.
Shut up, Beavis.
No. This guy does not deserve that voice.
Actually, I think he's a bit smarter than that. Yes.
What?
Okay, you should definitely have Danielle here.
Yeah.
Sound like Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time, like the stereotypical valley girl from the 90's.
Okay, I'll see if I can do that because I get so annoyed with them. I don't like sounding like them. Okay.
I guess you woke up. Sorry. Oh, you better be. I stayed up all night putting all the finishing touches on this wicked road trip. I finally get a well-deserved nap in this crampy little back seat.
Like totally. Like nah.
Oh, you cramped, are you? And you interrupt my beauty sleep to harass everybody. Coco. Ugh, enough with the Coco. Why are you 5? You're the one going all terrible twos on the nice boy who let us...
Terrible twos. Let's sound like a name for a super villain team up.
Yeah, like the gruesome twosome. On the
or the fearsome 5.
On the nice boy who lent us this van. Now say you're sorry to Randy for saying all those mean things to him.
I'm sorry to Randy for saying all those mean things to him.
And you say in the most condescending voice possible.
Don't sweat it, dude. It's whatever.
It's whatever, he says. Okay, it's whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Randy's nice. You two should be friends. He can't help it, that he has a titanic backside or stanky breath or terrible taste in music.
Thank you for the backside insult.
Colin smiled. Randy frowned.
These two are definitely brothers and sisters.
And I can't help it that Santa gave me a little butthead for Christmas instead of a little brother like I asked for. Majorly unfair. I blame the elves. You were probably supposed to be an elf baby or something. Colin...
He's actually taking all that with a smile. Have you noticed?
Yes, I noticed. Colin scrunched down even further into his seat and tapped away at his game buttons, but Danny continued to loom over his shoulder. I think our friend Danny knows how to push his buttons to make him shut up. I hope.
Yes.
You're still bouncing guys out that building? That is bogus. How is the whole thing not burned down by now? You must not be a very good fireman. Oh, so he's playing the fireman game from the Game & Watch series. Okay.
Okay, at least we confirmed it's a Game & Watch.
Colin didn't really seem bothered by Danny's slings and arrows. If anything, he seemed happy. Still, he shrunk his smile down even further and let out a sigh. You people make my head hurt. After that, it was quiet for a moment.
I think he might be an Aspie.
An Aspie?
Yes, you know, that's how we Asperger syndrome people call each other Aspies.
I wouldn't know that.
Yes, because you're not an Aspie, you are a problem talkie.
After
it's a lovely little term, pet name I came out for you. Nurture it, appreciate it.
After that, it was quiet for a moment. To be honest, I was relieved. That's the way it had always been. Though seeing Danielle's face brought so many memories back in welcome flood.
You know, this is one way to deliver exposition in a way it doesn't feel forced. Having your main character having a particularly complicated form of post-awakening amnesia. It's just.
I'd known her since we were in grade school, back when her hair was short, straight, and pitch black rather than long, fluffy, and bubblegum pink. But long before those two started dyeing their hair weird colors, they'd been thick as thieves, as my mother liked to put it. Most siblings love each other, sure, but Danielle was the only person I knew who actually liked Colin at all.
Yes, I have no problems imagining that.
Yes, Colin seems like the type of person who's the type only a mother could love.
Maybe he's the type that was born with a natural intelligence, and he's been very unhappy for a long time, and he had always had problems making friends, and eventually he became acid about it, which would explain a lot.
Not that I dislike the guy, I just don't really know him. You're my two best friends, little Danny would say, squeezing us both. Then little Colin would wriggle out of her grasp, run off into his room, and slam the door. They had a weird relationship, but if a couple of words from Danielle could keep the peace for the rest of the drive, that was all that mattered to me.
Yeah, I'll say. And speaking of which, hey, look, another ghost appeared on the left.
But wait, if Danielle wasn't the third person in the seat with Colin and Randy, then... Oh, what's this?
Hoi there, mate! Oi, hi there, mate. I came from one of those fancy other country when we speak different with different accent, and we're like the cool guys. And well, once we start talking, nobody can take us seriously, mate.
So let me get this straight. I'm gonna guess he's either from Britain or he is a guy who loves British music, like the Beatles or something.
Oh boy!
I turned on my.
So we have the 90's concentrated into this microcosmos of a van. Okay. in the most uniquely bizarre and decade. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like putting the decade into a microscope, and then you see all these colors and ways of dressing codes that pretty much screams at you, hey, this is the 90's. This is how people dress in the 90's. Can you tell this is the 90's or something? oh boy.
Yes, oh boy indeed. I turned over my shoulder and landed on a face I was sure I'd never seen before. My brain was still sluggish, but enough of myself had floated back into my memory that I felt sure this boy was a stranger and always had been. So why was he in the car with us? Unless
good question. Why are you in the car with them? And also why in the name of all that is holy and sacred is the guy dressed like a lumberjack?
We already asked this and we didn't get an answer.
Why is the kid's hair purple? No sane kid in the 90's would dye their hair purple. That's just insane.
Unless I was really going crazy. The others had to know he was there. The van was crampy after all. But who was he? Maybe there was a polite way to ask him?
You'll never guess what his name is.
Okay, it's either gonna be David, Paul, or what other British names could there be? Or overly silly. Never mind, let's carry on. Hey. Oh my god, Dawn, that happened. Huh? Is it new? It looks adorable on you. Oh,
yeah, no, I'm shy. So what do you think? Do we thank her, or do we act like we are totally valley-girling her on her valley-girliness?
I'd rather say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Blush.
Hey, don't be so modest. You are a super cute cuteness to the max. I wish I could rock that.
To the max! Extreme cuteness!
I wish I could rock that. Yeah, rock it like Billy Idol.
Rock it like a hurricane.
Oh, I'm so glad I can say all these old band names and they still be relevant because they were still popular in the 90's. Ugh, my hair's so fucking thick. It just swallows up cute doodads. Though I swear I got it layered 2 months ago, and it's already overgrown again. Boo. Betty Boop. Jay, you have a thick...
His name is Jay. You were close, Devar. It's just that unremarkable.
You have a thick, wavy hair. What do you do to keep it from taking over your head? Jay, huh? So he was real?
It's a figment of imagination.
Apparently he's the figment of everyone's imagination because he's not saying anything.
He is the quiet one. I don't know. My hair.
Oh, is that the voice you want me to do for him? Oh, my hair.
Kind of like very totally so uninterested in everything and bored, constantly just okay. I don't know.
Yes, silly, your hair. How do you wrangle it? Wrangle it?
I use a wrangler, of course.
Yes, I use a spatula wrangler. Yeah, it just comes this way, I suppose. I bust the sides when they get kind of poofy. I get the top cut when it touches my glasses.
I am so cool. I don't care about anything, and look
Also-
how cool I am.
Also,
Look how I'm so totally unconcerned with everything. I just lay back and relaxed. I'm such a cool guy from the 90's. Yes.
also, I really love these peas. Lovely, lovely peas. And anyone who is a fan of Spitting Image, you can thank me.
I am a fan of the fact that this shirt has a strap at the height of the elbow.
Yeah.
That.
Apparently no one's wearing seatbelts in this car.
He said that the seat belts are broken in this van.
Yes, I
Red.
can see that.
Because I quote, "This van is older than my dad."
He's going, hmm.
Yeah, whatever. It's whatever. My air is whatever. It's whatever.
Jay breathed just deep enough to force his shoulders up in a ghost of a shrug. I guess that was all he had to say.
What such a riveting dialogues.
That is bogus. Boys are so lucky, it's disgusting.
That is bogus. So totally unexcellent.
Boys are so lucky, it's disgusting. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We have to start singing the boys versus girls song from the Alvin and the Chipmunks film from the 80's.
I hope not. Then again, I would have been more classy and referenced the anything you could do, I could do better.
No. We need something specifically from this decade. This is Halloween. Oh, that's completely unrelated. Never mind.
Yeah, you have it so tough, Danny. Queen of the backseat telling us how easy we got it.
Okay. If you're going to tell me that okay, if a random dog is going to pop out from the back seat, I am going to riot. I mean, it's the only thing that's missing at this point.
I know.
We had the 1990s remade mystery machine gang. Seriously, like seriously.
Yeah.
Are you really going to keep bitching about seating arrangements the whole trip? As if you big baby.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm changing the subject.
Yeah, in your face. No, change of the subject. My only weakness.
Nobody asked what.
And then he melts.
Nobody asked Dawn what she wants to listen to. What kind of music are you into now, girl? Still country? What country? When country ain't cool?
Well, I'm pretty sure country is going to receive some peaking popularity in the 2000s. No.
The fact that I like country music at all seemed like an alien information. Well, I say because it wasn't popular in the 90s.
It was it ever popular, country music?
I drawing a blank. I cannot know. And I realized that my memory was still pretty addled in a major way.
Love is a burning thing, which is gospel.
Well,
But it's the closest. Okay, gospel is closer to country than other musical genres. So that's the closest. That's the closest country has ever been as popular. So.
Well, I could just let loose the waterworks and admit that something was seriously wrong with my brain to these people. I was just now remembering were my friends. Or maybe I could just deflect the question.
Okay, so who do we ask, Jay or Russell? Do you want to hear more riveting spouts of wisdom from Jay, or do you want to ponder our boyfriend's man pride, so to speak?
I bet you asked Jay, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Let's ask Russell.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I don't know. I'm curious.
By the way, alrighty then is an appropriate thing to say because it's the 90's. Yay!
I'm curious what kind of music you're into, though, Russell. And now that you said alrighty, it makes me think now this guy is Jim Carrey because of the Ace Ventura haircut.
Yes, yes. Do not. Well, right now I'm thinking that people should not enter that bathroom. Like, do not go into that bathroom. Seriously, that's.
Whoo! Do not go in there.
Yes. I sure hope he doesn't start talking with his backbone. So if you catch my drift.
I'm curious what kind of music you're into, though, Russell.
Oh, I know what kind of music he's into.
Huh?
Cool.
You-
Ice. Ice.
You know me, I'm just a hard rock kind of guy. I could have sworn we were talking about this just last week.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I don't remember it. Panic, chaos, hyperventilation, fainting.
Everyone is staring at us. They know.
We were on the library steps. You said you really liked the Van Halen tape I lent you.
The what now?
Van Halen? Crap.
Van Halen? But that is 1970s, isn't it?
I don't know. I never heard Van Halen before.
You, Russell, you are not cool.
My God.
Give back your high school jock jacket. You do not deserve it. You are not worthy of the coolness of the jock jacket.
Madhog, I feel so light too. Crap. I hadn't really thought of this through. Yeah, sorry.
We should have asked Jay.
So, Russell, let me get this straight. Our boyfriend doesn't know that we have this issue, and Danny doesn't know we have this issue.
Because we didn't know we had this issue.
Okay.
Oh, nothing to apologize for. There's something wrong with you, I mean.
Not with me. I'm awesome.
Russ, that's mean. Wow, Randy is a nice guy.
Well, if Randy is being the voice of reason, I think the apocalypse is drawing closer. Also, for some reason, I don't like the current expression in Colin's face.
Yeah.
It seems like, I know, I'm thinking of ways to exploit your hare-headedness in evil ways.
Yeah. That is the face of a man of a boy plotting to steal your candy.
We've spent an enormous amount of time in this band, haven't we?
Yes, about 1 hour 12 minutes.
Let's continue on.
Well, just look at her. Something's clearly bothering her.
Don't talk about her like she's not there, Russell. Rudeness.
Yeah, Russell. What you don't you don't have any
Polite manners.
Any valley girl sensibilities. Yes, let's go with that.
Great, even Colin was giving me fisheye now. I was just too nervous to look back at Jay.
So that's what the look on his face is. The fish eyes. I gotta remember that.
Fish eyes.
Yeah, no, that was snake eyes. That's the reference you were looking for.
I did the voice still, so it counts. But I bet he was suspicious too. I have to steer this in a different direction. No, it's nothing. It's just what I meant was connection problems. Madhog, you still there? Oh. Bear with us, folks. There's a bit of an issue here. Madhog, edit this out when you get to this point. Hello?
Hello, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's just for some reason we had internet connection issues.
Okay, but
okay, I just stated the point where you should edit out the problems. At this point, edit so there'll be no pauses and such.
Okay.
Okay. What I meant was.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Russell.
I'm sorry. The truth is, I don't like Van Halen. Also, I don't have any memory of it.
What was that tape you were talking about earlier? Randy mentioned it.
Yeah, I'd like to know about that.
Randy mentioned it too. Is it something you really like? Russell and Randy exchanged glances.
Attention, duelists. My hair is not amused by that question.
Attention, all duelists! My hair is going to go up my butt cheeks.
Sure.
You want to tell her, or should I?
Oh, no, wait, I get it. Russell is the Red Ranger. This is the Power Ranger team.
Oh!
Go, Power Losers. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Red, green, pink,
Purple.
blue, black, yellow. Power Ranger, go! Russell is the Red Ranger. It makes so much sense. Look at him. Oh.
Okay, my lips are zipped.
But this is the Power Rangers team going on a vacation during downtime, and then they ended up accidentally in the setting of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know, you can trust me a little bit. After all, I'm the Green Ranger. I'm not gonna betray you.
Oh boy.
Well, just a little. Phew. Well, that went nowhere. But Russell seems less suspicious. Seems to be.
They must never know that I am secretly Sailor Moon.
Can I even trust my own memory? Have I really been dating this guy for a month? I can barely remember a single thing about him. Why does he even think of me? I bet he thinks less of me now. Embarrassing him just to worm my way out of being honest about my weird brain problem. Ugh, whoever I am, I'm the worst.
Yes, you are literally the worst. I'm not just saying that to be hyperbolic.
Hey, look, I'm seeing some signs for Mount Vernon, like for the trails and tours and things. That's good news. Oh yeah, lots of chicks and hot mamas there.
Yes, I think we've outgrown the Johnny Bravo phase here with this character.
I hope you don't expect us to go hiking tonight. These clodhoppers I'm wearing are not acceptable for trekking through the woods.
Hell no, my legs are numb from switching pedals through all these curvy roads. No thanks.
Curvy roads.
And yet, hiking boots? Why the hiking boots, Russ? Are we going to eat them?
Yeah.
Well, you should always be prepared. I hope you brought the hot sauce for the shoelaces. Anyway, my point was that civilization can't be more than 40 minutes away.
And then everyone dies. Or at least... Okay.
The van itself seemed to exhale in relief. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay,
Whoa.
motel!
Yay! Psycho!
Thank Christ! Look at his teeth there. There's one big sharp scythe of a tooth there.
I mean, yeah, it's as if he's actually putting his lower mandible on the forefront of his mouth, and he ended up looking like Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh, that's what the two men from Loom were working on. They were working on his teeth. Okay, terrible joke.
The bar.
Yes.
Bite me.
And Jay is very ecstatic about this news.
Just like, oh yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
I call one for the beds. We only have the budget for one 2-queen room, and I intend to take the one of those queens.
Oh dear lord, now we start discussing about bed accommodations.
You are one of the queens.
And don't you ever forget it, son.
I'm the Queen of Queens. The Queen of Queens. The King of Kings.
It's time to play the game. I am the princess of the lumpy space universe.
I'm the Queen of Queen, you royal dweebness.
Yes, I am the queen and king of cheese.
Well, okay, well that's easy. You and Dawn can share one of the beds. Me, Randy, and Jay will rock, paper, scissors for the other one,
And?
The loser gets the two sleeping bags. I promise to take the smaller one if I eat it. Oh wait, the smellier one.
The smellier one? What do you mean by smellier? Also, I really like Danny's face right now.
Also, Colin's face is like...
Honestly, his face is less like a... Honestly, his face reminds me of the kids from Goosebumps.
smellier.
Smellier?
Smellier.
Yeah, oh my gosh! You actually managed to get Jay interested in a topic of conversation.
Sorry, they're about as old as the van.
Oh snap!
What about Colin?
Yeah, what about him?
It's gonna...
Oh, we're going to sacrifice Colin to the gods to placate their ire.
Yeah, that's gonna be the pavement. They're gonna sacrifice Colin to the receptionist desk.
It's gonna be real nice out tonight. You're gonna sleep in the van.
Huh? But... He offered while you were asleep. Yeah, I much rather sleep in the van. Dark, quiet, space for one person to kill me.
You bloody git.
Yeah, space enough for one shrimp.
I heard that.
But,
I heard that, Curtis.
That doesn't seem fair to us, or that doesn't seem fair to you guys.
What do you think? Honestly, this also now doesn't seem fair to us playing this game because...
Yes.
Because of reasons. Anyway.
So when she says us, does she mean Dawn and Danny?
I think she means the entirety of the group.
I see. That doesn't seem fair to you guys. That's the confusing thing, because usually guys also includes women for some reason.
Okay. The guys, she means the
men.
It means the men. But us, I think she means the entire group.
All right.
Including herself. So whatever you choose.
All right. Let's just say this one.
It's not necessary to choose wisely.
I don't know. That doesn't seem fair to us.
Huh?
Oh my gosh, everyone is looking at me. Oh, embarrassment.
Colin gets to choose his own sleeping arrangements and all the other guys get to vie for theirs? But you just assume you know what's best for me because I'm a girl?
Uh-oh, she's pulling out the girl card in the 90's. That means that is a big, huge deal.
Yes, that's like, whoa, we got a woman with guns here.
Huh? No, that's not what I meant.
Feminism is big and scary. It's even scarier than it will be in the information era.
Personally, I think it seems kinda sexist. Nothing against you, Danny. Of course not. I think Dawn has a point. Why didn't you let her pick where she wanted to sleep, Russell?
Okay, so where do you want to sleep? I want to sleep in the queen size bed. And what is this conversation? It's so pretty pointless.
Gee, sorry, I just assumed.
What if I wanted to take the van off the floor? What if I wasn't comfortable sharing a bed?
Now she's turning into one of those straw man feminists.
Yeah, I'm your girlfriend after all. You don't think that's kind of weird?
I regret not choosing the other choice, I want to say.
Yeah.
I was just being practical. Guys don't sleep together.
Oh yes, that conversation, that topic.
Yeah, that taboo of the 90s, which no one cares about these days.
Honestly, you are seeing that, but then you have your best friend constantly posing his hand on your
back seat affectionately.
Yes, for the entirety of the trip. So I don't know about that. Do you guys have some unresolved
issues?
Emotional issues?
I wonder. And girls,
because there was attention duelist. There was one time in which my hair and his hair had a date.
And girls automatically do? But, well, they do in Yuri.
Yes, thank you for that, Davar. That was so necessary.
No, just...
Oh no, can I please, I'll do anything to change change the subject of this conversation. I will even renounce my Red Ranger status.
Do whatever you want.
I will dye my hair pink.
Do whatever you want. Screw me for saying anything, I guess.
Boys, am I right, Davar?
Yeah, man. I actually already say that in anyway, which is funny enough. Alright.
Well, the only sleeping arrangement it leaves open to us is a gender-blended free-for-all. Danny brought Jay with us so they could take one bed, and Russell and Dawn are a couple, so they'll take the other one? Huh?
What?
Virginia is for lovers, n'est-ce pas?
Do not go quoting things. You have no idea how powerful those such quotes are, young man.
Okay, Where are the men in black when you need them? I need my memories wiped out.
Russell
and the 90s reference continues. Honestly, I've been thinking, we will never have another chance in the foreseeable future to make as many 90s reference as this game will allow us. So we need to empty the proverbial bag of knowledge.
Of course we do. Russell frowned as a hot blush spread up his neck, and I felt the van squeal to a gradual halt.
Oh yes, so now I think the hey, you hear that, Davar? That is the grinding. That is the ungrinding noise of the plot, which ironically enough coincides with the grinding halt of a car.
Oh dear, and it's like, oh, the van lasted for like 1 hour 27 minutes.
I'm surprised too.
Uh-oh. It's me.
Uh-oh.
As for me, I'll just curl up cold and alone on the floor. Poor Randy. Nobody loves Randy.
Yeah, I have nothing to add at that.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, burn!
Will you two, like, chill out? Why did the car stop, Russell?
Good question. Why did the car stop, Russell?
Yeah, what's your damage, man?
Why did the car stop?
What?
Russell began jamming the pedals and fiddling with the ignition.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I guess I spaced out for a minute, but I didn't stop the car.
Uh-oh.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, yes, that's what I want to say.
Try starting it again?
Please?
Russell tried the key for 5 more minutes, with no results. Then he beat his fist against the dash twice, and let out a long, grainy sigh.
Curse you, Dash! You're insulting my manliness!
Okay, buddy, I'm giving you all my man card because I think she's dead.
Oops. And there's a change of scenery, oh my gosh! It's a forest.
A water-painted forest, no less.
Well, this is fantastic.
Yes, especially if you say it like that.
I really thought she'd hold out better than this.
Randy, my fist is not amused, and it's about to punch you because my fist, just like my hair, has a life of its own.
You thought you told me that you took this hunk of junk in for a full diag before we left?
Well, I think he means diagnostic. And
Oh.
look at that tattoo on Randy's arm.
Look at this guy's shoulder. I mean, he is more ripped than the actual jock of the group. That's saying something.
It's
I mean,
like-
look at the,
It's like looking back into, Spider-Man the animated series where Peter Parker looked like a jock.
where everybody has huge shoulders, but then again, it's the 90s, so everybody had huge shoulders in the 90s. If you remember the comics.
Yes, I do.
Also, you might have noticed there is a giant leap in quality when it comes to the characters' models, from when they were inside the car to when
Yes.
they are, outside in the regular stances and all that. Also, what did I tell you? Stereotypical jock jacket with the initials of the school woven on it.
Yeah.
I said I was going to do that. Sorry. I don't want to get out of here.
Gosh darn it, Randy!
don't-
It's your fault. Everything is your fault. Everything was so cool before the wall broke down. That was your fault for sure. Cursed.
Okay,
No,
remember the
no.
golden rule of field trips. Rule 1, blame Randy. Okay,
I don't want to get out here. Aren't there bears in Northern Virginia? Just black bears.
It's just black bears, nothing to be worried about. At least they're not grizzly bears.
look how 90s she looks. She's got like the small
Wow.
jacket with little pins and stuff on it.
Honestly, she looks like a cross between Pink and Pink. I don't know. I don't know. The pink hair makes me think of Pink, but everything else is just so generic. I can not even pinpoint a specific reference. Sorry.
Oh, just black bears. Okay, excuse the fuck out of me then.
Hey, excuse me, Queen of Queens.
You'll be fine if you see a bear. Just throw one of your clodhoppers at it.
Honestly, Colin looks terrible.
Yeah. Pardon me, my door is kind of jammed. Could you roll your seat forward and let me out on your side, please?
If it's not trouble on I don't really care. It's really whatever. It's whatever. Everything is whatever. It's the 90s. Whatever.
Oh, of course. Oh my lord. He's towering over us.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I mean,
I
sure,
guess.
whatever. I don't care. I could have stayed in the car. It's
One by
just-
one.
Never mind. Nothing matters anymore. Whatever. Excuse me. I'm going to read. I'm going to set myself aside and read the latest issue of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
One by one, the six of us.
Also going to be playing Final Fantasy VII for the next few hours. Although I don't have electricity out here, so it's impossible. But I'm going to be writing some random 90s poetry that hopefully I'll be trying to turn into a grunge song with the electric guitar that I don't have.
With my air guitar, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, sure, whatever.
One by
For
one.
And I'm totally going to totally going to save history and ace that history test through the power of rock music, and travel through time in a phone cabin like in that film. What's it called again? Back to the Future of the Excellent Adventure of Bill and Ted.
Are you done?
Yes.
Good.
Also, we need to prevent a powerful tentacle from taking over the world and save the past, the present, and the future.
Are you done now?
I think so.
Okay, one by one, the 6 of us trickled out of the van and began stretching our legs. I strode out a few yards down the road to get my blood flowing again and took a deep breath. The humidity of the forest air smacked me right in the face.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Need to get that forest air done for assault.
Yeah, I think the air is a. I think air is actually a local pimp.
Blah! Everything tasted like pollen too. I desperately wanted to take my sweater off, but I couldn't just walk around outside in my sports bra.
Sports bra. Okay.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing!
This sucks.
That is such an anime thing to say to myself.
This sucks. It was much cooler in Rhode Island this morning. Oh good, I was starting to remember this morning. What a relief.
You did not remember this very morning up until now. There is seriously something wrong with you.
Well, at least we're not spending like 5 paragraphs reading about how the forest looks.
No, this game understands the simple fact that we can actually see the forest for ourselves.
After working out all the kinks in my muscles, I turned to look back at the others.
Something about his stance. I mean, would you consider relaxing your shoulders? It looks like he's ready to fly or something. And an arched eyebrow it's just giving. I am going to take charge of this group and save everyone because I am the Red Ranger.
I don't know why, but he makes me think he's Chris Redfield.
Yes, maybe it's the pants.
Yeah. Russell was pacing around the van, scanning it up and down to find the source of the problem. He recalled when he touched the hood as if it was burning up.
Take this with you. You might need it since you're the master of unlocking.
I just realized Jay has a logo on here that's like right to censor on it.
Yes, he should be censored, alright.
Jay and Danny
I think his hair should be censored.
Jay and Danny were leaning against the van's side. Jay seemed lost in the mountain scenery, while Danny seemed lost in her makeup bag.
Everything is right with the world.
Randy was seated on the edge of the car's back bumper. He looked... sorry, I was yawning. He looked miserable. I guess he figured this was his fault.
No.
And Twerp here was sitting cross-legged in the middle of the road with an expression so furious I was sure it would set any car that approached him on fire. Oh please, let the car be set on fire and crash into him. Take it with him off a mountain side into an ocean that would explode.
Actually, if we are lucky enough, they might have happened into the somewhere in between the highway that Sam and Max used to take when they were playing that game of jumping the signposts. If you're lucky enough, he'd be thread over by the DeSoto coming their way. Oh, 90's, how I missed you. Please bring back the 90's. Bring back the good old 90's cheese, so that we can actually, so that you people listening to this and watching this can actually know all the things. Just what the heck we are referencing. Because I understand that if not most of the things we are saying and spouting right now will just flow over your head because they are so obscure 90s stuff. It's amazing we can actually remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Of course, we really needed a car to come by, and fast. Hopefully one with water bottles or air conditioning or something. I dragged my stupid feet back to the direction of the stupid van.
Everything is so stupid.
Yeah, everything's just stupid.
You are stupid.
You're stupid.
Stupid light, stupid road, and stupid Randy.
Stupid logs, stupid Danny, stupid Colin, especially Colin. Okay, resigning myself to sit on the bumper with Randy until this problem magically solved itself. The heat of the rush...
Either that, or maybe Shazam will make an appearance and whisk us away from this terrible peril. Maybe through the power of bad hip hop.
Yeah. Just as long as it's not the Great Gazoo. The heat of the roasting asphalt must have finally gotten to Colin, because he...
I was thinking of that actually. Why did I say Shazam?
I have no idea.
I was thinking of I was thinking of Shaquille O'Neal actually. Yes.
Yes, yes, that movie with the bad touch. Okay, I've gotten to Colin because he hopped up violently, brushing the grit off his shorts and sneering. Because that's what 90's hipsters did.
Was there even such a thing as a hipster in the 90's?
I wouldn't know. I had just passed him, ready to collapse next to Randy when... Is it a flat, Russ? Maybe Randy will let us borrow that spare tire he's packing.
Oh!
I saw Randy flinch before sinking down even lower behind the van. That does it! That does what? This sucked. We were all hot, tired, and miserable. We could try to be nice to one another at least. Why did Colin have to be so cruel all the time? Why was I so angry about it? Whatever. I didn't want to think. I just wanted to yell.
Yeah, fine. This is what has been all leading up to the irresistible force meeting Bret Hart or something. 90's. Anyway, we need to confront this kid once and for all.
I whirled around to face Colin, my heart pounding in my chest.
Okay, so what do? Do we call him out on his meanness, or we reverse his joke and fail miserably, probably because we are not really the snarky type of human being?
Just give it to him straight, because I want to put this guy in his place.
Yeah.
Why are you so mean, Colin? Why are you so cruel to people? I don't care. I've had enough. I won't stand for it anymore. If you say even one more awful thing to Randy, I'm gonna. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yes, I will turn into She-Hulk.
I'll hit you. That's what I'll do. I don't even care if you hit back. I just don't understand why you have to be so terrible. At first, Colin.
Honestly, if his frontal teeth would be even more outside of his mouth, I would say he's a woodchuck, really.
Or one of the angry beavers.
or a reject, or an animatronic reject from the singing bears. You know?
Yes, I know. At first, Colin.
And I come to think of it, it wouldn't be inappropriate to reference Five Nights at Freddy's at some point, since according to the game theorists, the game was set in 1993.
Okay, at first Colin didn't say anything. He didn't seem angry. He just looked like he was thinking very carefully. Then a satisfied smirk. Oh no, you didn't!
You didn't. Oh, you did not do that, smug face.
I'm gonna throw you Ken him under the trees if he gives me that look.
I'm going to Hadouken you to oblivion.
Then a satisfied smirk started to creep back onto his face as he leaned closer into mine.
Just... I am secretly evil! That face of it.
Just fuck already. What?
I was not expecting that.
Me neither. Something about the way Colin leaned in before he said that made my hair stand on end. It was like he was studying me, eager to see my reaction to his words. JFA. Those 3 little letters Randy shared with you in the van earlier? He was saying just fuck already.
Oh! Well, now we uncovered that secret.
He was making Yes.
We can live the rest of our life in the secured, in the sweet embrace of knowledge and clarity and enlightenment. Thank you, Colin, for revealing that secret to us. That enriched our life so much.
He was making a joke that you and your boyfriend should go have sex, and basically making fun of you for not having done it yet.
Hey, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, what do you think this is? An 80s slasher film? We are in the 90s, boy! We like Power Rangers in the 90s.
He didn't actually say that, but that's what he meant. Hell, I wonder how he even knows that about you and Russell. Seems to me like a man should keep that sort of thing private. But
it's not like they had Twitter in the 90s.
But I guess because he dresses his jokes up in cutesy bullshit, it's okay. You just laugh it off, and then you rush to defend his honor. Now why do you suppose that is?
I don't know. Can you tell us?
It's okay for him to make a creepy joke behind your back, but when I explain it to your face, it makes you uncomfortable, doesn't it? Dawn, I didn't mean it like... Zoinks!
Zoinks? And he just runs away, all shaking his...
I'm not mean, Dawn. I'm not cool. I'm just honest in a world where everyone would rather lap up each other's bullshit all day.
Oh!
That's what pretentious, self-centered douchebags see themselves as.
Oh, I just want to strangle this little frick.
I want to take his stupid head and I want to push it down on his head until he suffocates. I want to take his purple hair and cut it out and then weave them together to form a T-shirt with the and on the T-shirt it shall be written I used to have stupid hair, now it's a T-shirt. And then I'm forced him to wear it. Yes.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you like eating from the same trough as all the other swine.
Excuse you?
But that's not about honesty at all. You... Randy's careless idiocy has stranded in this middle of nowhere, and that's why you're really angry. My harmless joke about his beer gut is just your safe and righteous target. Why do I have to be so terrible? Well, why do you? We're all terrible in our own special ways. So what? Deal with it.
You had a point partially, and then it made me want to rip your hair follicles out one by one and stuff each one down your throat.
Actually, if you took the other choice, he would have ended up saying something a bit more revelatory about his personality that might have recontextualized his unsufferableness in a different light.
That is honesty, Dawn. That's true. I have to be the way I am because the world could use more people like me.
Yes, that's honesty, alright. And if Applejack was here right now, she would kick you in the teeth.
There are plenty of people like you out there, and there always will be. Must be nice.
He's sweating though.
Honestly, I think his face is swagging right now.
Yeah. I opened my mouth to yell at him again, but then something held me back. He was still smirking, but he wasn't looking at me in the eyes anymore. He had zeroed in on some spot down and to the side of me, and there was a pain in his dark blue eyes.
You and your 10-foot damsel over there should go enjoy each other's bullshit company.
He leaned back on his heels, about to turn away. I stiffened. No. He wasn't going to get the last word this time.
You show him, girl.
Yeah, show him that that people should be nice and they don't have to be some bullshit of a
Yeah, show
person.
them that everyone should show them that everyone should conform to one kind of behavior and never be themselves. No, wait, that sounded wrong.
Yeah. You're wrong. Without thinking, I took a big step toward Colin. He took an uneasy step back. Even a girl,
Oh, and you can say he's worried because his woodchuck thief has returned.
even as a girl as measly as I was, could look down on him so easily. I wonder how that must feel. No, I had to stop thinking about his feelings for a moment. I wanted him to hear what I had to say. You are smart, Colin. You're very smart. Much smarter than me or Randy, or probably anyone else here. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're right. I got angry with you because Randy was already feeling bad about the van, and you went out of your way to hurt him even more. I know you were just trying to be funny, but it wasn't funny. It wasn't smart either. It was just wrong. Yeah! I don't think that's who you really are. I think you're smarter than that, and I think you're better than that. But maybe I just don't understand you at all. I guess that's all I wanted to say. I expected Colin to be furious and start slinging more insults at me. Instead, he just stood there, scraping one of his sandals back. Oh, he's wearing sandals!
That's the complete picture, isn't it?
Seriously, that's the icing on this bullshit of a character cake. Scraping one of his sandals back and forth on the asphalt.
Alright, firstly, I didn't know Randy was feeling guilty. I think he was just oblivious as usual. That was my mistake. I never said I was perfect.
You little... Why, you little...
Secondly,
that was appropriate.
yeah. Secondly,
Why don't we make some lemonade out of all these lemons we've cured here today?
Excuse you?
you do not take that expression literally. Huh?
Let's make a wager, Don. Agree to my bet, and I promise I won't say a single negative word about poor Randy for the rest of the trip.
Okay, what's the bet?
You don't seem to care for the way I see things. You think I'm wrong? I disagree.
Everyone is wrong at some point.
Of course you disagree.
I'll leave Randy alone, but you have to prove me irrevocably wrong about something I say is true.
This is possibly the most one-sided and overall pointless bet ever uttered by human vocal cords.
Agreed.
You'll see.
Like I said, I know I'm not perfect, but I do know who I am. I do know when I'm right. And I get real damn tired of people assuming they know better than me just because I'm smarter or younger than them. So I'll give you until the end.
I hope he gets beat up a lot in school.
So I'll give you until the end of this trip to catch me in a faulty assertion. Stuff like me not knowing that Randy was upset when I made a joke doesn't count. That's too nebulous.
Nebulous? I'm pretty sure that's not how you use the word.
You have to prove me dead wrong about something that comes out of my own mouth. It's just, It's that simple. If I lose, I'll be your slave for a day.
Okay, I can win that bet in 5 minutes. See, you say anything literally. You say anything, and then my answer will be, your hair is purple. Your argument is invalid. Done. You are objectively wrong because you have stupid purple hair.
With stupid orange Hawaiian shorts. And a douchebag of a hat that looks like a bucket.
Oh, of course we're kidding. That's an ad That's the what they call it, the ad personam fallacy or something.
I forgot what the word is.
Anyway, it's an argumentative fallacy. That's what it is.
If you lose, well, vice versa.
Fine. Colin ripped back and the Velcro on one of his gloves, stripped it off, and reached out for my hand. Reluctantly, I shook it. I guess that meant it was a done deal.
You just did a deal, signed a deal with the devil. And unfortunately, there is not going to be the devil's advocate in these circumstances.
I think I would have went Zell dinked on this guy and just spat in my hand to shake it. I don't really get why you're doing this, though. Colin shrugged as he slipped his gloves back on.
Because I'm doing that. Because I'm bad. No, wait, that's 1980s. Never mind. You know, this is like I just know this is the perfect opposite to Maniac Mansion. We did all sorts of 80s references in Maniac Mansion, and we're doing all sorts of 90s references in this. Yeah,
progressive in Let's Plays.
Yes, and unsurprisingly, we have more 90s reference in store because we grew up in that decade. Yes.
Well, it's like you said, you don't understand me at all. And why would you?
Blair.
Yes, why would you, Blair?
Blair, I gotta take a piss.
Thank you for sharing that information with us.
Colin rocked back on his heels and swung away from me, wandering off behind a tree to take care of business.
Also, judging by the noise I just heard, Davar has murdered his microphone twice in a row.
Sorry about that.
Are you okay?
Wait, Randy, there's something, is there something wrong with your hair? It seems to have slightly changed color to a slight darker shade of orange. Is your hair solar powered? Does it change with the change of temperature? Does it change color if you rub it? Just, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I appreciate you pitching in for me, but that little dude can't hurt me or nothing.
You're like 2 meters tall man with a shoulder larger than a closet, and you need Little Dawn to actually
stand up for you,
to stop the bully that's actually smaller than both you and herself from bullying you. That's sad.
I'm sure you can win this silly bet. I don't know very much about anything, but I'll keep an ear out when he's around and see if I can beat him at his game too.
By the way, Randy, you should cheer up. You're in your natural habitat. All you're missing now is an axe.
Thanks, Randy.
No problem. Besides, Colin's just...
Huh? He's just what?
Nothing. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Thanks to you, he should be out of my hair for the rest of our vacation, right?
You mean the hair that has a life of its own?
Alright, finally got the damn hot hood open.
Wow.
That was a hot mama.
Oh, well, you can tell he's yelling because the font is slightly larger.
I whirled around to see a torrent of smoke belch forth from the front of the van and swallow Russell.
That's never a good sign. All right, attention, duelists. My shoulders have asserted the situation.
Oh crap!
You okay, Russ?
Do I look okay to you, man?
I'm fine.
Russell swept wildly at the smoke with both arms and shook his head.
Man, that's not a good sign. Now let me see. What am I looking at here? Hey Dawn, your dad's a mechanic, right? You should know something about this stuff. You think you can help me out?
Wow.
That's such a flawless logic. I cannot even begin to shake my head at it.
I know. I just can't help but think.
It's
wow.
It's like saying to someone, "Hey, your father is a secret agent from the CIA. Hey, do you know?" can you teach me any spicy stuff?
It's like
Just because a dad does something doesn't mean that the descendant actually has automatic knowledge of what the father does can be accomplished.
And here my joke was gonna be, hey, I heard you have a friend who speaks Italian. Can you translate this Italian language for me? Actually, I felt very sure that I didn't know the first thing about cars. I knew my dad was a mechanic, but once again, it was almost like I was hearing that for the first time just now.
It's reassuring the fact that you know that your father was a mechanic. Really reassuring. You have no idea.
But something about
Clearly we are in good hands.
But something about the way Russell said "should," could it hurt all that much to try? No.
Honestly, what do we do now?
Well, to be honest, I don't really think we would really know what our dad does. Plus, I think everyone would be more pissed off we tried to help, anyway, without full knowledge.
It's your decision.
Oh, that's good. I'm sorry, Russell. I don't think I know anything about cars. Really? Huh. You should go ask your dad to teach you some stuff when you go back home. Those skills can come real handy.
We just skipped an entirely unnecessary scene and we just get to the point. Thank you for that decision, Davar.
I mean, like now they would be really come in handy.
And he's blushing.
Yeah? You don't want to get all smoky and gross anyway. Sorry. What kind of man says, yo, you don't want to be smoky and gross? Ugh. What kind of guys in the 90s says that?
I got the same kind of guy who dressed with a stereotypical jock's jacket from the 1950s. Well, almost like someone who dressed like the Red Ranger. Yes, that's the kind of guy who says that. The TV's mass media's rendition of a teenager in the 90s.
Sorry, should have thought better of it. Randy!
My fist is not amused with my incompetence.
Randy, you want to give me a hand instead? My right hand here is not good at this thing.
My close-fisted punch needs someone to be applied to. Randy, you're the closest one to my fist.
Not really, but I'll see what I can do.
Randy headed for the front of the van, tapping me lightly on the shoulder as he passed. Whoa! Oh wait, I thought she went smaller.
It sort of looks like that, doesn't it?
It was just a momentary touch, but I almost swore I felt his hand trembling. With no idea what else I could do, I wandered to the other side of the van where Danny and Jay were waiting.
Don't get too close to the tree where business is being taken care of, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend.
Hi. This sure sucks, doesn't it?
Say, girlfriend, Little Mermaid was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah, this blows a fat one.
That's very insensible towards fat people.
I think the fat one tends to mean.
Also, you have to appreciate the arching eyebrow of Jay over there. It's
like he's doing the people's eyebrow.
Yes, the people's eyebrow. If you smell what the J is. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm kind of hungry.
Gross, Danny. Danny stuck her tongue out. I don't see a tongue. I just see teeth.
Honestly, I don't even see that. I see a blur of pink and slightly more whitish pink, adorning some sort of a alien metaphysical being.
Yeah.
That talks like a valley girl from the 90s.
Danny stuck her tongue out at me and crossed her eyes, but then smiled. At least someone was still in good spirits.
even with the van busted up. But no bears yet, so it's whatever. Jay seems much more self-conscious now that the number of girls standing next to him had doubled. He reached up and twisted a lock of hair around his finger, then froze and glanced over at the side view mirror. Oh, so you're doing a Laverne, I see. He frowned and started running one hand through his hair vigorously, while he groped around his pocket with the other.
Comb. It's going to comb his hair.
I guess Danny was on the right track earlier. Jay really did care about how his hair looked. He quickly fished out up a comb and was about to run it through his curls when...
Ka-ching!
Ka-cha-cling?
Where apparently somebody said a really funny joke and somebody had to do the drum solo that accompanies the joke in the distance. But unfortunately we couldn't hear the joke, so there was only the drumming. The ta-ching, you know?
Yes, I do. A sharp tinny noise rang out from below. Oh, I think you dropped your gay card? Stomp.
Look at that face.
The noise was cut short by Jay's sneaker stamping down on the spot where the mysterious object had fallen from his pocket.
Sneakers, of course.
Ah!
I mean, I don't know, it's whatever, I don't care, whatever this...
Oh, Danielle's face. It
Okay.
looks like it's saying, "Dadass."
Honestly, Danielle makes the best faces in the game.
Jay cleared his throat, nodded slightly, and forced a smile. Then he started carefully combing through his hair, as if nothing had happened. I glanced down at his shoe, but couldn't catch a glimpse of whatever it was he had hidden underneath it. No, wait. There was one trace of something. I could see a rope-like satin cord, dark red and small, but thickly woven and frayed slightly with age. It stuck out from under Jay's heel and trailed off under the van. It must be attached to whatever the object was. Maybe some kind of keepsake?
Well, gang, it seems we have a mystery on our hands.
Suddenly I felt very guilty for prying. Danny seemed to sense the awkwardness in the air and tried to clear things up. Don't worry about your do too much, Jay. Ain't nobody here to impress. Oh, and can I borrow that comb when you're done? I thought I might have one in my makeup bag, but I must have packed it away instead. I promise there's no bugs on me, for sure. I guess I should do my part and try to ease the skittishness out of the poor guy. I look forward to getting to know you, Jay. I heard Danny invited you along for our big road trip. You guys know each other from... Come on, help me out here. This is awkward. Econ 201. I ended up paired with Jay for a team project, and he was totally on top of stuff this whole time. Didn't have to kick his ass into caring or nothing.
Devar, speaking of kicking things.
Yes?
I had to take a page from Colin's book of knowledge and infinite wisdom and go behind a tree and take care of business for a while, if you can catch my drift.
Yes,
Can you continue on without me for a little while?
Yes, I will. I'll do that.
Thank you. And one more thing before I go.
Do not fail me.
If I discover in post-editing or something that this is not funny at all, there will be hell to pay. Oh, so much hell. Hell of hellness. Help you. There will be so much hell to pay. You won't even begin to understand the hellness of the payment. You will have to pay hell payments.
I think he said something about hell, folks. Okay, let's carry on with this. Danielle is an excellent team leader. Very diligent. So yeah, Jay is totally awesome, and when I found out he was new to the area and didn't know anybody, it was like, no duh, you were coming on the road trip with us.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me. You may borrow my comb now if you like. Greatest guy with so much apathy.
Aw, thanks, you were too adorable, you know, Dad.
Just imagine her pinching his cheeks and pulling it so far it would go to the forest.
Jay didn't really know what to say to that. I never do either. Most things are too adorable to Danielle. I think she even says that about Colin or Coco. That name. Oh, he's blushing. So I thought I heard my brother bitching about something over there earlier.
Yeah, it was a load of hot air. You do not want to go in there. Go over there. About to say go in there.
Speak of the devil,
Which he is.
or think of him, I guess. Danny shot me a concerned look while running Jay's comb swiftly through her hair. He wasn't picking on you, was he? No! Great, why do I bother lying? It's not as if...
Ah! What? Somebody exploded? Ah! My eyes!
I felt a sharp pain shoot my skull out of nowhere. The world around me swung off kilter, flashed bright white, and then burned back into focus. My ears popped and started ringing. I felt my body slump sideways and slam into the side of the van. Dawn, are you okay?
Oh no, do not do this to me.
Danielle waved her hand in front of my face and snapped her fingers 3 times. The noise seemed 1,000 times louder than it probably was. Stop! Oh no. We barely even started. Now you just take it easy. Who's that? Huh? Before I could ask again, my vision rippled and shifted into a living nightmare. Where Danny once stood, I saw a radiant cloud of morphing fog. It emanated light and heat, and little tendrils shot out in it lightning bursts, spreading it thinner and thinner with each whip and snap.
If I didn't know any better, I would say those are strawberry shoelaces.
Whatever it was definitely alive. It was alive with a blinding pink rosiness that made me want to shut my eyes. Except, it felt like they were already closed somehow. Behind it, I could see a similar shape, but it was dark blue, thicker, and more liquid-like. It looked like a vicious, eternally tumbling fountain. Its globby blue aura hit the ground and ran over it, seeping into the earth in root-like trickles, but the top of the cascade never stopped spilling over. The fountain just poured over itself endlessly, and the roots beneath it grew thicker and thicker. The longer I stared at it, the more sad it made me feel. I tried to blink the strange colored beings away and shake myself back to reality, but I couldn't. Whatever this was, it was powerful.
Oh, good lord, my eyes. I hope Madhog doesn't return to this.
I wasn't just seeing these colors, I heard them, felt them, and tasted them all in an instant. I sensed them in ways so deep and strong that I couldn't process any of it. And my eyes can't process it because they're pulsating like crazy. Ah, good lord. There we I couldn't shut out the overwhelming sensations pouring into me, even though I desperately wanted to. Please stop. Okay, at least I can see. Good enough. Good enough is good enough for me. Oh wait, no, that song wasn't in the 90's.
Dawn?
Thank goodness my eyes are going back into focus. And then just like that, it was over. The pain was gone.
The world around me had gone back to normal. For whatever reason, my eyes were lingering on Jay's comb clenched in Danny's hand as I slowly came to. The comb was just a normal black comb. I knew it was, but for a few fleeting seconds it looked brighter. It looked bright lavender, but it was multi-layered lavender with a heavy blue center that evaporated into a bright pink smoke. I would say you have problems, but I think you have really desperate problems that need seeing to. It couldn't be, but that meant the colors were... I realized I had slid down to one knee when I fell against the van and quickly struggled to push myself back up. My right leg was trembling from the struggle to keep me half upright. What was happening to me?
And I'm back.
And you returned without seeing the really blinding colors.
Oh, you passed the part in which she had some sort of a seizure and she had this vivid nightmare and she saw the blue and pink colors of epic foreshadowingness?
Yep.
Okay, did I miss anything else?
No, just her waking up.
Alright.
And me just being generally unfunny.
Good. Let's continue on then.
Danny was hovering above a foot from my face, unsure of whether she should reach out to me or not. She was definitely freaked out. Jay, well, I don't know what he was feeling, but his expression scared me. He was staring at me hard, his bold blue eyes boring into mine like he was searching for something. He looks like he always does.
I think he knows something.
Both of them were clearly waiting for some kind of response from me. I stood up straight as fast as I could, shook my head and forced a smile. Whew, this heat, right?
Yes, you're not fooling anyone.
Dawn, are you alright?
Why do they always ask that silly question when it's obviously the opposite?
No, I wasn't. And yes, I was tired of lying. But how could I even begin to explain what had been happening to me?
I don't know. The same way how could you even begin to explain how you managed to wear such a sweater? I mean, how does that work? You have one shoulder out and the other it's not out. It's supposed to keep you warm or to give you if you're cold. It's supposed to be for mid-seasonal, springtime and whatnot. What is the practical use of such a sweater? And also, how do you keep it on without falling on you? Because it looks way too loose. And 90's dress codes, you puzzle me.
No, I wasn't. And yes, I was tired of lying. But how could I even begin to explain what had been happening to me? Hearing voices? Seeing visions? All of it? Would it be a mistake to try?
Okay, what do you want to do, Devar? If I were me, I'm not me and someone else. If I were her, I would actually try to trust my lifelong friends. Do the one thing that main characters in this kind of story never do, which is actually being open about their problems before it's too late.
To be honest, I would be that as well.
So, what's it going to be?
No, I need help.
You definitely need it.
I fought the urge to cry as I reached out and took Danny's hand. No, I'm not okay.
Yes!
I think there might be something wrong with me.
No.
Huh? What's wrong? Are you sick? No, it's not like that.
Is my purple hair growing into life or something? Taking over my body?
No, it's not like that. I've been having a really bad nightmares. That sort of linger after I wake up. Don't start like that. That's horrible. What kind of nightmares? Can you remember anything about them? You could tell Jay is so sympathetic to this situation.
Also, did your nightmare include some some guy with a red and black striped sweater and a hat and knives for a hand, and he was generally burned, and his face was burned, and he wanted to kill you. Yes.
I'm all alone in this freezing black void, and I can't remember who I am. I just start losing feeling in my body, losing my memories. Even my heart stops beating. Danny seemed unsure of how to respond to this, and was clearly trying to hide how weirded out she was.
Not doing a very good job, if you ask me. Not with that pose. Not with that pose.
And you call yourself a best friend? You're fired.
Jay, on the other hand, had definitely started taking interest.
Honest, and you should notice really Jay's face right now looks very disconcerting.
Yeah, it's like,
Really? That's what you're thinking? Okay, had definitely started taking interest. He stared at me intently, his brow slightly furrowed. There's something watching me in the dream. It has enormous red eyes, and its pupils are all wrong.
are you an art critic now on eyes?
Like it's some sort of animal or demon. At this, Jay's eyes widened as he flinched,
Okay, he definitely knows something.
balling his fingers into his palms, like someone had smacked his hand with a ruler.
Yeah, I can tell with the fact he has his hands in his pockets, like some cool dude that doesn't care about anything.
Yeah, that's pretty abstract. Bizarre. Yeah.
Do you even know what abstract means? I want to ask you.
She probably learned it from Colin. Yo, Coco.
Jay eventually noticed me taking notice of him and turned away, pretending to be distracted by something in the woods. Oh yeah, so distracted by my hair. So they're bothering you even after you wake up? Like, are you having headaches, stomach pains, stuff like that? Well, I was getting more and more uncomfortable at revealing details of the nightmares. Nightmares that Jay seemed to know something about. But that's impossible. How could he? I was afraid what the answer could be. I don't think I want to tell Danny about hearing the voices or the visions, and I really don't want Jay to know about them.
Oh, come on, Dawn, you were doing so good.
Yeah, I'm just having headaches. Nausea too. It's probably why I fell down a minute ago. Okay, as soon as the van is running up again, we're gonna lay you down in the back seat. You rest your head in my lap. I'll brush your hair. We'll take it easy.
Fan fictions are written now based on this.
Yes, probably.
And we'll take it easy until we can get you out of this heat. How's that sound?
Also, Jay has started to brood on his own. Honestly, Jay, don't brood yet. That will only be cool in the early 2000s.
Pretty good.
Then you can form your angry young angsty metal band and singing crawling in my skin. These words I will not hear.
Pretty good.
You'll be a success.
Pretty good. Really good, actually.
Oh, she's into the idea.
I'm afraid it's not gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
I turned to face Randy. Wow, if he looked miserable before.
I just realized Colin must be taking the most longest piss in the world.
We didn't need to realize that.
Russell stood next to him.
What? Because at this point he probably is not just pissing.
Face contorted in a worrying blend of rage and disbelief.
Attention, duelist! My highbrow is having a skirmish with my hair.
Great! I hope it's your good news face, Russell.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, here's...
The devil.
No, the devil is much cooler than Colin.
Yeah. Colin wandered back over from the opposite side of the road, arms crossed in expectation of the worst case scenario. So what's the scoop?
So what's the cinch, Wade?
The scoop is that there's a... Russell shook his head like he was trying to knock the right words down from his brain onto his tongue. Okay, tell us clearly in English. Is there bacon on the engine? Is there the wires cut off? Is there is the entire engine not an engine at all? It's actually just a hamster in a wheel. Okay. Well, there's a big hole burned clear through the side of the battery. Like it goes all the way straight through it.
Damn it! Damn it, Randy!
Damn, Randy, why were you getting high on battery acid? And it's this big, round... Randy made an oval-shaped gesture with his thumb and middle finger. Given the size of his hands, that was indeed a shocking hole.
Oh, Randy. This is all your fault. Everything is your fault.
It better not be a plot hole.
Shut! And then at this point, like I'm imagining Russell going, "Shut up, Bernard! I'm gonna punch you!" And yes, he's Dave now.
It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. That car isn't going anywhere tonight.
Pretty much.
Oh.
No, he looks so He looks so concerned about that.
No.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, that's bogus. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
Apparently, this kid wants to use all the F-bombs he can muster in the 90's until it becomes uncool.
Which is going to happen very soon.
What's the matter, Colin? I thought you liked sleeping in the van.
Shut up, Randy. Seriously.
No, I like sleeping alone. And don't push your luck, Giganator.
Gigantor. Like, I cannot believe he said Gigantor. That's beautiful.
Danny stomped her foot down and snapped her fingers at the hostile pair.
Yeah, like this.
Zip it, both of you. Not the time, okay? Not the fucking time. Chill out.
Or I'll kill you.
Please, Randy, just remember the bet, okay? I made him promise. Yeah, I'm sorry, Colin. It's fine. I wasn't expecting any better.
You condescending twerp.
We have to start discussing our options. Do we have any chance of, like, walking to the nearest town? 40 minutes away? By car? Russell ran his hands up over his face and through his hair in exhaustion.
My hair is giving up on me.
Not a chance. It'd be at least 20 miles. Even my hair could not handle those miles.
My fist, maybe, but not my hair.
Damn it!
We need to be ready for the possibility that we're staying the night out here. Man, I don't want to know how we're gonna do that. I really don't.
You're suggesting we sleep in the van? Pee in the woods? What about food and water? What if help still hasn't come by morning? And we have to deal with the sun full blast?
I know, it's a no-win situation. Oh.
What if something does show up and wants to ransack the van? Black bears, remember?
Yes, like the Bigfoot in the Goofy movie.
Black bears! Gangs of them. They
Black
always
bears,
get...
I tell you! Black bears!
The Black Bear Gang! They come and nick everything with their Glock pistols and everything.
Give me a minute to think, okay? Well, we do have some options in front of us. here. We just have to be smart and we have to be safe.
Smart in you, Russell. Really?
Apparently he's a former Boy Scout.
Does
Which does not surprise me in the slightest.
Does anyone want to at least try to look around for help while we figure this out instead of standing here with our thumbs up our asses?
I don't see you do anything, Colin.
Yes, unless you can turn your gaming watch into an iPhone 6.
That bends.
The bears.
No, going into the woods alone. We're losing daylight for a second, and you can get lost in those trees in a heartbeat.
You have to be worried when the jock of the group is also the most sensible of the group.
Yeah, that is actually very shocking.
Well, we should.
Oh, gee, it's almost as if he's not just a stereotype.
Well, we should send someone down the road then. Let's be proactive in our futility, people. I mean, at least.
Gosh darn it, Colin, shut your mouth! Oh, my fist is not amused by that comment.
Russell slammed his fist into the side of the van. Colin jumped and for a fleeting second almost cowered next to Russell.
Yes, go, Russell.
Shut up, Colin. Both you and your sister, just shut up for a second.
Woohoo, go, Russell.
Yeah, Russell, put him in his place.
You goddamn rich kid should have stayed home if all you plan to do is freak out every time there's a bump on the road.
Go, Power Fist.
Hey, I wasn't freaking out.
Close fist in the air like this. Go, Power Fist. It demands your attention.
Hey, I wasn't freaking out. I was just...
Colin was cut off again, this time by a jab from Russell's finger straight to his sternum.
Oh! Oh, the finger of assertiveness.
Yes, you were. You were not helping the situation, and everyone here has had it up to here with your shit.
Thank you.
Thank you. He does a better job at putting him in his place.
I don't want to hear another word out from you until we have this all figured out.
Russell punctuated his words with further pokes to Colin's chest, enough to make him stumble back on the road. Danielle looked back and forth between the two boys, sinking her nails into her denimed sleeves and biting her lip. The ass lip.
I'm taking charge of the situation right now. Not you, not your sister, not your pet dog, not the trees. I am, because I want to get us through this day without any more stupid arguments. Is that understood, you little pancakes?
Hi, Captain. Hi, Captain Russell. Captain, sir.
Colin clutched.
Okay, Russell. So far, Russell is my favorite character.
Same here. He's like the best one that takes charge and takes no crud.
Yes, especially from rich kids.
Colin clutched gently at his shirt, close to his chest, rubbing his thumb over the spot where Russell has shoved him.
Yes, I hope it hurts forever. I hope it leaves a mark.
Russell took a deep breath, pressing his fingers to the bridge of his nose. Everyone else just traded awkward looks.
Okay, now you want to send someone up the road, just in case? That's what you want to do?
Russell was trying to calm down, but he was overcompensating. His forced tone was unsettling, and he still couldn't loosen the threatening weight from his voice.
Overcompensating.
Threatening voice. Colin just kept his head down, unwilling to answer. After a few seconds passed, he gave a hesitant nod, but no more. It was weird to see him acting this way. He wasn't intimidated by Randy, his sister, or me. Something about Russell. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because he's an actual jock.
Because he's a huge muscular guy who happens to be the captain of his football team. I don't know. Maybe it's his hair. Maybe it's his fist up in the air.
Maybe it's the Chris Redfield pants.
Alright, anyone want to walk down the road piece and see if anything's ahead while the rest of us talk about our options?
I don't think I've ever felt this stressed out in my life. I guess that means the best thing to do is...
What do you think the best course of action is?
I think we'd be a lot more safer with the group, really, if we're going to have any episodes.
Yes, that would be the logical course of action. Then again, the girl needs to blow off some steam and the group is unnerving her, and going off her own will unlock a really cool sequence, because I know that for experience. So my suggestion would be that one, yes.
Volunteer. Okay,
Yes.
I'll take your word on it if there's something cool.
Trust me, it is worth it.
I'll go. I think I need to clear my head a little. Are you crazy, girl? You were feeling grody a few seconds ago. Like falling...
Grody! Yes! 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 I'm going to take that word out of my necessary 90's lingo checklist.
Hoagie will be proud of you, Danielle.
Grody. And now I'm
Grody.
gonna eat and I'm going to take this sandwich and I'm going to eat it.
Like falling over grody. Yeah, you've been acting really weird today. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm fine. I just need to walk for a while, okay? Just let me go for a few minutes. I'll feel a lot better.
Just let me go, Mom.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, it's just...
Just that I'm totally trying to tell you what to do, because just in a very passive-aggressive way, because I am totally your boyfriend and I'm supposed to be supportive of you, and also I know you are a young independent woman and all that feminist stuff, mumbo jumbo that'll never catch on.
I am. You're sick, Dawn. We should roll down all the windows and just let you lie down in the van for a while.
Wow, the pink-haired girl is actually being the sensible one now. That's
Excuse me, Russell, Danielle. If it might put you at ease, I could accompany her down the road and make sure she's...
honestly, I wouldn't want to be near this guy alone with this guy in any circumstance.
No.
Thank you.
I mean, no thank you. I'll be right back. I just need to get some oxygen flowing through my system again.
Okay.
Danny raised her eyebrows and sighed. Russell crossed his arms and swayed uneasily. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Don't go any farther than a quarter mile. Stick to the road and keep an eye out for signs of people. Ira could help us out.
Thanks. I'll do that. I quickly put some distance between myself and the group. My heart pounded through the soles of my feet as they slapped against the asphalt.
Okay, to adventure. Okay.
Okay, Dawn, if you see a plant, you have to keep in mind that is probably going to be the most important thing to the plot.
Also, if you see a yellow line on the asphalt, it's okay. That it's there to actually indicate the road you need to follow for adventure.
I just need to get away from the noise for a while. Seeing everyone at each other's throats like that, the whole trip was just falling apart. No, I was falling apart. I couldn't.
I think everyone was falling apart in this scenario.
Yeah, I think everyone was getting stressed. I couldn't make this disaster any better because I could barely remember who I was most of the time. I hadn't been running for long, but I already felt dry-mouthed and short of breath. My head was pounding too. Oh no, this was so stupid. Why had I run away? Of course I was going to start getting sick again. I just needed to be alone.
I know. I understand.
Why, hello there. Got a just weird goat entity from an Atlas game. Also, apparently we ended up in the Blair Witch's forest.
Slowly I opened my eyes. My body was cold. I felt like my heart should be racing, but instead it was beating slower and slower. It's going to be okay. It won't be long now.
Actually,
Oh,
that's
wait.
a voice.
Oh,
That's a voice
sorry.
in your head. Yes.
The 3 question marks.
Yes, I think you should have an appropriate tone of voice.
The sharp snap of a twig pulled my mind back into focus. Huh? How'd I end up in the woods?
I ended up in the Blair Witch's woods, to be specific.
I tried to turn my head back to the direction of the road, but I couldn't even see it anymore. It hurt to turn my head over my shoulder like that. I didn't like it. I faced forward again. I realized my feet had been moving on their own this whole time. How much time has passed? How far had I gone that I couldn't even see the road anymore? Shh. Easy now. You shouldn't overexert yourself. If there was one thing I've had enough of today, it was being told what I should and shouldn't do.
Even if it's from my own voices in the head, I'll shut them up. I am an assertive, independent woman.
With every ounce of strength in my weary little body, what, not with all your might?
I cannot start the count, sadly.
I forced myself to stop. I tensed up stiff as a board and planted my feet firmly in the grass and shouted, "No!" I heard a cry of response echoing behind me. It was too distant to make out specific words, but the voice sounded like Russell's. I wasn't far from them at all. I must have been out of sight of the road, but I could make it back easily. My body still felt cold all over, but I was immediately aware of buzzing, burning pressure increasing on my back. The force was pushing me forward. It spread to my legs, coaxing them to continue walking into the forest. "Oh no, you don't!" I threw my weight as hard as I could towards my left side, staggering and spinning away from the hot pinwheel of pressure on my back. My ankle twisted under me, and I fell flat on my butt.
Ouchie.
Ugh. Oh no, it wasn't sprained, was it? Whoever was out to get me would...
You know, this reminds me... Ah! Oh, holy jumping Satan! A wild snake-like Pokémon appears.
Huh? It was right in front of me?
Don't panic, girl. He's not here to hurt you. He's just here to deliver a message to you.
I felt in full control of my body. Yeah?
You know which message?
What message?
Chaos reigns.
On behalf of a fox, but the fox couldn't make it here, so the snake had to do the job for the fox.
I felt in full control of my body now, but I was sure I had lost my mind. It was a translucent shadow of a snake, thicker around than I was, and nearly as tall, rearing up at its stomach. It was taller than me at the moment, since I was collapsed in the dirt. I couldn't tell how long it was. It seemed to trail off eternally into the forest without ever really touching the ground.
Honestly, this comes completely out of nowhere.
My eyes met the creature's. All I could see in them was a milky reflection of my own terrified face.
Honestly, I'm just glad it's not a slime girl from Monster Girl Quest. That would have been awkward.
Very awkward, since I don't know that game. Well, I know of its name, but I never played it.
We should do that someday. But
no, I think we've had enough visual novels after this. There was no understanding or intelligence in its eyes. It didn't seem angry or confused by my unsuccessful escape. It just sat there, evaporating to purple heat as it stared me down.
Well, this Evil Dead reference took a turn for the weird.
The voice I'd been hearing hadn't come from this horrible snake. I didn't know this monster. Whoever the voice was, it knew me. Because the voice came from inside me, right? I already knew that. I didn't like thinking about it any more than I had to. It just kept hovering there. Hovering like... Maybe its tail was connected to something too far away to see. Something either holding it up or dangling it down like some living lure. It was definitely here to lure me somewhere. But I stopped taking the bait. So what was it going to do? My ankle throbbed with pain. This was it. No way out, right?
There's no way out.
Only on pay-per-view!
The Elimination Chamber match and whatnot.
Go away, please. Why can't you just leave me alone? The snake remained motionless for only a second. Then it shot forward and clamped its mouth around my injured ankle.
Well, that escalated not so quickly.
Ah! I wrenched my leg from its jaws as hard as I could, and
With
made
all,
a,
you could say she used all her might.
and made a break for the road, crawling, then stumbling, then running.
Okay, waiter. Oh, waiter. There is some Antichrist in my Evil Dead.
I can wait, if nothing else. I know I can wait.
Colin, stop doing silly voices, please.
I shut my eyes as I ran, not even caring if I fell or slammed into a tree. I was too scared of seeing that snake appear in front of me again. I didn't open my eyes again until I felt the rough road beating against my shoes. Then I started running even harder. As the van began to take shape on the horizon, two realizations pierced my panicking brain. One, there had been no resistance from the snake when I jerked my leg from its mouth. It was like kicking at smoke. Two, my ankle stopped hurting completely. It stopped the second the snake bit down on it. Before I knew it, I was back with the group. I was gasping for breath, sore and shaken, but not stirred. But I was okay. I had made it back safely.
Well, good for you.
To a group of extremely sour faces.
Can I go back to the snake now?
Alright, this is why I wanted to wander off in the first place.
Darn, glad you're back. I was getting worried. I'm guessing you didn't find anything.
No, just trees.
And a snake, and a reference from Antichrist, but other than that, nah.
Are you okay? Russell thought he heard you scream or something. We figured he was hearing things. I'm fine. Just a little out of breath is all. Maybe you heard a bird or something? Yeah, a bird that sounds human. That's not weird.
Quote the raven, nevermore.
It was getting easier and easier for me to lie about this stuff. I didn't like that.
Okay, well, I hate to rush you into this, but we need to come to a decision here. We've lost too much time as it is.
What am I deciding?
Rock and hard place. We either cross our fingers and stay with the van for the night, or we head east through the woods to try and find help.
Why east?
Colin says that
Because my fist said so!
Colin says there might be privately owned land about 2 miles of that away.
Really? We're gonna be listening to that douchebag?
Manicam has been weird.
It's been weird. In what way weird?
Never mind.
Alright.
Go.
It was on a little map in one of the 20 billion brochures Danny had stockpiled for planning the road trip. Part of the forest here is zoned off as a private property. There's no access road listed on our atlas map, so I don't know, it could be some private orchard, hunting lodge, or just the land that was planned for development but never completed. Wow, this screams horror house that we have to visit.
Cabin, you could say they're going to find a cabin in the woods.
The only point of reference I have is our present distance from Mount Vernon. But doing the math backwards from there, we're within a 2-mile radius of whatever it is. The odds that this plot is occupied by people now are near diddly. But it's at least worth checking out.
If you say so, champ.
I have to disagree.
Very quietly.
Jay.
Well, those are our options. What do you think?
We can't do both.
leave some people with the van while a couple others look for this place in the woods? That's what I said, but apparently we can't do that.
Nuh-uh, not smart.
Nuh-uh. Bogus.
It's not smart to take full advantage of all our options? I'm having deja vu about reading this line.
Danielle, please just trust me on this one. Eagle Scout here.
Eagle Scout? So you were a Scout boy?
I told you so, didn't I?
I always thought you were joking.
No, he was literally a Boy Scout.
Okay. Well, I've been in this kind of situation before.
He's been in the young Witch. He's been in the same troop with
the woodchucks.
In the young woodchucks with Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Huey, Dewey, Louie, yeah.
Whatever, in that particular order, yes.
If the woods group gets lost or takes too long and the sun goes down, the van group is stuck and vulnerable.
He learned everything he knows from the Young Woodchuck manual, the one that has the solution to every single problem and issue in the history of the universe. You need to find shelter in the night. The manual has an answer. You need to find. You need to solve a complicated situation involving being stranded in a forest. The manual has it. You need to solve the JFK murder. The manual has the answer. You need to solve the mystery of the universe. The manual has the answer. Seriously, you remember the comics?
Yes, I do. And the TV series.
Oh, jeez, that manual is ridiculous.
It's like the plot MacGuffin.
Yes.
Okay. We were already worried about the van getting ransacked at night. Even worse, odds are high that the van group will go looking for the woods group in this scenario, then everybody's lost and screwed.
He is being obnoxiously intelligent about this.
If we packed some walkie-talkies or something, it might be different, But
the walkie-talkies, it's almost as if this game is set in the 90's.
But it's not safe for either group if we split up right now. This is basically the wilderness, and none of us know the area. That can be a nightmare in the daytime, so it'll be a disaster after dark.
I agree with Russell. No splitting up, no matter what.
I disagree about it, Jay.
Well, it's almost as if they learned from Scooby-Doo's mistakes.
Things were still tense in this group. Whatever happened to in my absence had definitely heated things up instead of cooling them down.
Yes, you can tell by the way that Jay looks upset.
Yeah, he looks so upset at Randy's finger there. Like, I'll get you, Finger. I'll get you next time, Finger, for what you did to me.
Oh, yes, you can tell he's upset by the way his shoulder is slightly less limp and his hair is slightly less combed, and he looks exactly the same from before, so what?
Still, the strangest thing to me was that most of the tension seemed aimed at Jay.
Oh, yes, he's such a confrontational guy, is he?
Why Jay? He was so non-confrontational, wasn't he?
So what do you think, Dawn? Do we stay with the van or do we search the woods?
I vote that we...
Okay, Davar.
Yeah?
I think it's getting real late.
Extremely.
We've been playing for how many hours?
3 hours almost.
3 hours of this demo.
That is...
And the end of it does not seem to be in sight. So I think this would be this choice right here would be a good place to actually stop. And I think methinks we showcased enough of this game for people to form their own ideas if they want to play it or not, or if they want to support it or not.
Yeah. I for one would say support this game. It's
this game is going to be supported, right? But at the time of the recording of this playthrough of ours, the Kickstarter funding project for this game has 10 days left to go, which means by the time this footage will be uploaded on YouTube, it will be it'll be the Kickstarter by then will be almost over.
Ah,
But considering that the end goal was $20,000, and last I checked it at more than $17,000, I'm pretty sure this project is going to get funded just okay, and this game is ultimately going to be made. But if you still want to help out with the funding, just go fund it yourself. That sounded like an insult, but maybe it was. Anyway, so yes, I'd say that this is most certainly an interesting setting. Well, a really classic horror story setting, but nonetheless, I'd say they're actually being clever about it. The characters, and everything, and there is an established dynamics. The writing seems to be pretty solid for the kind of setting. And personally, yes, I am very intrigued by this unique affliction that afflicts the afflicted main character.
I'm actually interested in this as well. I'd like to know more about these characters too, actually.
Okay, so maybe, just maybe, we will continue on until the end of this demo next time. Or maybe we'll just, interrupt this and not continue it at all. We'll see about that.
Yes,
when
we'll
the time comes. But until then, thank you for watching us, everybody, and thank you for joining us in this overly long video. In fact, I think it's our longest video yet. It's going to be our longest video yet, by far. And well, what else is there to be said?
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Chaos reigns.
Take
And
care.
Also, something 90s, something 90s.
Cowabunga!
No, that's more like 1987, but something more like along the lines of
Eat my shorts.
yeah, sure. Bite me, folks, bite me.
Smell you later.
Yes, Yapparoonie. That is totally excellent and what have you, but not bogus in the slightest. Also, whoa, I know Kung Fu. Bye.
Take care.